the start streaming button. Wait for the stream to kick in. There it is.
Got it.
Hi
No
to
more
YouTube.
obscenities.
Oh, all the obscenities.
Okay. Quick, King, say something racist.
What? Why me? Is it because I'm black?
No,
Wait, you're
it's
black?
because you're the youngest.
Yeah, because you're the youngest. You
Oh.
get away with it.
Wait, no. I can't. That means my life
If
will be further
anything, the
ruined.
younger people cannot get away with it because they should know better.
You're right, Justin. You're an old
Yeah.
man. You can get away with saying these things. People would say
Justin,
it's just
I
your generation.
swear to God, if you do something like that, I will kick you.
I'm kidding. Harvey would be the one to get away with it. He is. The
No,
old
I'm
man
not
of the
letting.
group.
I don't let anyone get away with it. I don't give a shit how
I'm
old
not talking
you are.
about. I
I don't
I'm
let
not
my
talking about
fucking
you, Riley.
grandmother get away with it. Okay.
I ain't talking about you, Riley. I'm talking
Okay.
about society at large.
It's
Well, first,
always
let's
these
talk about these
wars
Canadians.
that cause
Honestly, I don't even
problems
remember
for the
how old
rest of
Harvey
us.
is. All I know is he is old.
Well, first, we
Of
need
course
to
you'll be there.
discuss these Canadians. Why are they obsessed with hockey and maple syrup?
You know what? No,
It's just
Justin.
ritual
we
it's
as
because that's our
Americans
ritual
have
combat.
no right to discuss any other nationality or their culture until we fix our
No.
period.
Poutine needs to
Uh,
replace maple syrup, or it needs to replace one of those because that
No,
is
it doesn't.
freaking. Yes, it does. It's
No,
delicious.
they can have multiple great things that they're good at.
That means 3 fingers. That's a lot of energy to raise the 3rd finger.
Eh?
I don't know.
I'm totally lost.
You're not alone. Anyway, I have thrown money at Riley. I feel better now. I have thrown money at the poor man. Dance for our entertainment.
Again, back's out of whack. Not doing any fucking dancing. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, God no.
Ugh.
That slight shimmy you did was perfect. You know, I feel suitably entertained. What's that? The I don't want to get out of bed.
Get the fuck up today.
I love that dance. I do it every morning.
Oh, me too.
The
All right.
dance, that's more of the fucking alarm.
No,
Oh.
the fucking alarm is a lot more violent. You know, it tends to involve things being broken and it's thrown against the walls.
Unless you have a cat that sits like in between you and the alarm, yeah, you can't throw shit.
All right,
You can call it.
That
let's do a recap. What do you remember from last session? We don't have our gut recap here today. So
No!
we
got
need you
into,
to piece something together.
we got into a boat fight.
Last session. Oh yes, I should do this in character.
Oh.
Shuffleboard, where am I? I want to go home. Where am I? Oh yes,
You
shuffleboard.
don't know how to speak in character.
You, bro.
So please do not let. Why are you letting the old man talk?
Because
Please
yeah, no,
don't.
Ryan actually has a really
Role
good
play.
memory of all this shit, remembers a
I
lot
tend
of stuff,
to.
and helps me.
I
with
was half a-
details.
It's wild because I was half asleep and yeah, I still remember most of it. So last session we, if I'm remembering right, we went to talk with the council. We were like, "Hey, smugglers, we killed them," and they're like, "Okay, what were they smuggling?" And we're like, we killed them." And they're like, "Go find out what the fuck they were smuggling." Okay, so we went back. I think, found what they were smuggling, something about human trafficking. Then we proceed to steal. Probably not. Well, then we proceed to steal all of their shit, load it into a little dinghy they had, and paddle the fuck away. And as we were paddling away, there was this mysterious light we saw that we kind of got looked at, but we got turned around. We also got attacked by a bunch of lizard folk who we murderized and put back in the water. Then we got attacked by a fucking ship of pirates. And we're like, that seems kind of suboptimal. So we murdered like half of their command structure and fucked off.
Yeah.
And
Luckily.
luckily, and we had just arrived back at the vessel, dropped off our swag to be collected and counted, and possibly for us to be given our share. And after that, we then settled in, had a nice long rest, leveled up, all that good shit. So we're now level fucking 3 and starting a fresh day.
baby.
Also, Rotgut is currently stuck in the stuck on the poop deck, engaging in the very, very much misunderstanding what its
not
name
what
is
poop
with his
is for,
IBS.
but yes.
He has IBS, infernal bowels, infernal bowel disease
If you
Oh
are
yeah,
unaware of
just
what
random.
infernal bowel disease is, it is a
syndrome.
syndrome that we have created where a portal from the Nine Hells opens up in one's anus.
Opens up in your lower intestines, and you have to essentially deal with the fires of the hells in a very uncomfortable manner.
And
So Rot gets
hopefully, porcelain.
indisposed. Yeah, hopefully. So Rot gets indisposed, giving the poop deck its namesake.
Again, not what the poop deck is for.
It's not. That's what the laboratory is for. But it's Rotgut. He hears poop deck, and he thinks, this is the deck we poop on. Am I wrong, Riley? Like that feels like I feel like if I said that, Harvey would be
I
like,
just
yes.
want people to know, like, don't take this campaign as a be all end all of what things on ships are for. Okay?
Don't take this
We
campaign
are
as
not
anything even
historically
remotely
accurate.
serious.
I
We have
will-
Rotgut, giant goblin. We've got a
Mhm.
water Joss, water goblin. We've got this green regular scaly
Scaly
goblin,
goblin. Yep,
and
yep. Scaly goblin.
we've
That's all
got
I am.
Dimension Gnome. We've got Dimension Gnome pending time. This campaign is going to be about as serious as you could expect with these characters.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Do you
Surprisingly,
remember? Sorry.
do we remember what now?
what are we remembering?
Oh, sorry.
That's a
I
bad
was
question.
remember that when you hear the metronome. When you said I just something made me remember a metronome. I think it was like Misty or something who was always trying to use metronome, and it would like really work every now and then. And that reminded me about the old man for some reason.
It's because my spells keep fucking up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, that is essentially the recap.
We did manage to level up. Who wants to talk to me
Ow.
about what they got for level 3?
I unlocked level 3 shuffleboard.
Good for you, Horwood.
Ah,
What did you get for the
yes.
level 3 shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard. I have as an arcane master, mastering of the arcane, I have learned to cast more spells. He said from this wonderfully full spell book here. It's just a spell book full of a fuck ton of spells he's in the middle of translating. To it all just says shuffleboard. But yeah,
That's the title of the book?
I now know how to toast your tootsies with scorching ray and give you my dementia
Oh no.
with crown of
Oh
madness.
God, no. Oh
Crown of
God,
madness
no.
is just giving his enemies his dementia.
Oh no.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Temporary mind swap.
Oh yeah, but
Oh God.
joking aside, I unlocked level 2 spell slots. I grabbed those 2 spells as my level up spells. And I think if the math is right, I now have a nice few. I have a nice few spells in my spell book, but my number of prepared spells. So I just need to double check, make sure I have the right number of prepared spells. But yeah, no, I essentially just gained those funny magics, intelligence mod plus wizard level. So let's say 4 plus 3, so 7. So yeah, I can have 7 prepared spells now.
Okay.
And joyous of joys. I can cast magic. Not quite fireball yet. But, you know,
Not yet.
but extra health, level 2 spell slots, more spell slots in general. So I'm thriving.
Make sure
Yep, I've doubled my killing power.
Okay. It is correct. All right. So Horwig gets level 2 spell for level 3. More spell slots
Level
at
2.
least, and a few more spells known and prepared. Hooray! Wizard be wizarding.
Yes.
Shuffleboard. All right,
Shuffleboard. I cast Shuffleboard.
Sherlock, walk me through what you got for level 3.
With paladins, I was able to pick up an oath, and I kind of decided to avoid Oath of Vengeance since that's kind of been the usual one I've taken up. So the Oath of the Watchers seemed kind of fitting for our current campaign.
And what are your
Um,
tenets of the Oath of the Watcher?
Oh boy.
Alrighty, wait. It actually it follows. It makes sense. Vigilance. So the threats to your face are cunning and powerful. Be alert. Loyalty. Never accept gifts or favors from friends or blah blah blah. And discipline. You are the shield against endless terrors that lie behind the stars.
All right, keep those in mind because
no.
if you break a tenet, I will force an oath breaker.
Also, Justin,
Hey.
not to butt in, but loyalty is not to take favors from fiends, not from friends.
I know.
Yeah,
I know that.
from
I was
enemies.
testing. I was testing you.
I mean, I like the don't take favors from friends. That's
Don't take favors from friends. Here, have a healing potion. No, he smacks it to the ground.
It's that great part of when you're reading quickly and your mind says, "Oh, that's an F," and the ends. It must be friends.
That's like the
And
part where your mind fills in the
that R
blank.
not being there really isn't helping. Yeah, no, sorry.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and then I picked up some more spells, mainly smites. So I get to put the holy fear into people.
Okay. Oath of the Watcher. Been a while since I've seen an Oath of the Watcher. So this
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
very, very cool. All right, Ziggy, level 3. What'd you get?
I got a lot of stuff, which I decided to go with Drake Warden Ranger, which I'm excited to try out because I've wanted to try this out for a while. And the first thing I got was Primal. Primeval. Am I saying that right? Primeval? How do you pronounce that? Primeval.
Primeval.
Yeah, primeval awareness.
That's how you pronounce it?
Primeval. Yeah, primeval.
Primeval. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. Okay, never mind.
You
I
know
got
why it
Primeval
doesn't make
awareness.
sense? Because English is one of the dumbest fucking things on the planet.
Well, first thing I got was Primeval awareness. Being at level 3, you can use your action and expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness about region around you. For a minute spell slot, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present in an area, which is pretty much anything that's not humanoid. Aberrations,
I mean, it's
celestials,
very
dragons, yada yada
very
yada.
specific, right?
Yeah, very
Aberrations,
specific.
celestial dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. There are many things that lie outside of those categories, but it does cover a good spectrum of things. And you can know if they are within 1 mile, but not necessarily pinpoint accuracy
Location or the number.
So similar to like a paladin's divine sense, just with a bigger range and less pinpoint accuracy.
That's the first
Still
part of it,
useful.
and the second part of Primeval awareness is I get some spells that come with the required level ups. Right now,
Okay,
I get
okay.
Speak with Animals.
Hang on. The first sentence of that is this feature replaces the primeval awareness. So you either get
Oh
the
my
6 mile,
goodness!
mile range, or you get this one. Choose which one you want.
Okay,
get
I'm
rid
taking
of
the
the other
spells. I'm taking the spells
one. Then get rid of the other one.
because it comes with a locate creature, which, hey, that would be more efficient in the scenario. Yeah.
At 13th
So,
level, I mean, you don't get it till 13th level, but you do get to speak with
Yeah, I
animals,
can- I can-
which has its
I
own
get I get
benefits.
beast sense. I get beast sense at level 5. So wow, I just wasted a minute. But right now I get speak with animals as a 3rd level spell slot. And the part I'm excited about really is the draconic gift and Drake companion. Draconic gift. I get Tamaga. I hate the fact I can't speak. I get Thaumaturgy. I'm so sorry.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy cantrip as a ranger spell, and I also get Tongue of the Dragons, which lets me read, write, and speak Draconic, along with one other language. In the other language,
No. Again,
I
it's
picked-
not along with. It is you could either speak, read, or write Draconic, or one other language of your choice if you already know Draconic.
Okay, roll 20. I speak
It's
Draconic.
wonderful.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now speak.
I should I have reading comprehension disorder. I'm pretty sure.
I think we already know
I mean-
what I'm gonna say here, so I don't think I need to reiterate myself.
No.
We don't need another
sorry.
5-minute rally rant about the failures of the education system.
Oh, we know, because it's still
Yes.
fucking happening.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I bring
down,
this
down,
upon
boy,
I
down.
bring this upon myself every time.
Every fucking time.
But Drake Companion. I finally get the Drake Companion, which I have brought back Douglas in dragon form. He gets the amount of spell health equals to 5 plus my ranger level, 5 times my ranger level. He's got 20 HP right now with 16 armor class, and he comes along with infused strikes, which as a reaction, he can infuse the dragon essence that he is currently associated with for an extra 1d6 damage when an ally makes an attack. So if you make an attack against somebody and Douglas is within 30 feet of you, you could add 1d6 of fire damage, poison damage, or whatever damage he's using at the moment. And yeah, I think that's all. That's all I got. Oh, I also got some spells. I picked up one spell, which is Fog Cloud.
Nice little
Which is,
utility. I cast smoke screen.
Yep. And then we can run away now.
Well,
Nice.
you can try. Again, it
We can try to run
generally
away
just
now.
obscures an area. It does not make things invisible. It just makes them harder to see. That's it.
Yeah, well, we
And
can run
that's
away
when
still.
I come in and I make an image of Ziggy somewhere else.
Minor illusion cannot make people.
But Ziggy's
But
not a
he can make
people.
another Douglas. Wait.
Okay, people
Wow.
in people
Wow.
in terms. Best you could do with minor illusion is like a silhouette cardboard cutout.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I will make a scarecrow of Zaggles.
That's
Or you
fine.
could do
It
one
won't
of
be very
Douglas.
detailed. Again, like, come on, everybody has
Perfect
to have
for-
seen like those big, like cowboy silhouette things that people put on their houses.
Yes.
That's
yes,
what
like-
you could
like-
do.
Because
At
all I'm saying is
best,
that
that's what you
in
could
a
do with minor
smoke screen, they wouldn't need to see the details.
Would it work? Possibly, right? I'm
Wait,
not saying
wait.
it won't work. I'm just saying that minor illusion as a cantrip is limited in the sense that it cannot create images of highly detailed people.
However,
Don't worry, I'll
in the Home Alone movie,
Oh
that
god.
shit worked. That shit worked.
Oh, that also
Justin,
brings me up-
If I'm going to use Home Alone logic, you're in way more trouble.
yeah, we are.
I
We're
forgot,
talking about a situation. It worked there,
Yeah,
so it
but-
should work in
but-
D&D.
But if I'm going to use Home Alone logic, if you want me to use Home Alone logic, which by the way, if you want to use this portion of it, we have to use all of Home Alone logic. You're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to
sure.
use Home Alone logic. Those guys should have been dead.
Oh yeah, like instantly. But you were saying something?
I first forgot to mention this is something specific reason why I went with Drake Companion is that Douglas can act on, right after me. He does not. I do not have to use an action. I can use a bonus action to have him attack.
Now again,
So I don't have to waste my turn.
just to clarify, you have to use your bonus action to give him an action.
Command.
Otherwise, he will only
Yeah.
take the dodge, movement, and reaction as he sees fit. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all he does.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Bonus
Excellent.
action, have him attack somebody. As long as I don't have to use my own personal action, I'm willing to sacrifice a bonus action.
I mean, honestly, for a ranger, you don't have a whole lot going on with your bonus action anyway. But, for instance, if you were to say, "Hey, I'm going to cast
Hunter's
Hunter's
Mark.
Mark," you cannot use your bonus action. Your bonus actions go right.
Got it.
Hey, King,
So,
I have a question.
Those are important. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, Justin, I have a question.
Yo.
When you were going over your stuff, did you mention your channel divinity? Because paladins unlock at third level, don't they?
No, I don't think we did. Yeah, you get channel divinity. What does your channel divinity do? Go find
This is how-
it.
I was like reaching for the book, but then it's like between the couch and the cat tree.
I mean, it should be on your
Mm,
character sheet, man. You just gotta go on your features section. Oh,
Well, that's how
I'm
old it is. Like the first thing I go for was the physical thing.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah. So what I have is the Watcher's Will and Abjure the Extraplanier. Abjure? Yeah, whatever. I'm too
No,
tired.
you're good.
I'm too
Abjure
lazy.
is correct.
I hate English sometimes. It just sucks.
It's better than French.
Okay.
Or Italian.
What do you mean?
Okay.
It's such a beautiful language.
It is. It's one
Look,
of the.
I had Italian as a
it's one-
class. It's nice, but Jesus Christ, it's hard.
It's
Yeah,
only
French,
hard because you are a native English speaker, my guy.
I took French from grade fucking 4 to grade 11. Guess how many words of French? Guess how much French I could speak?
I hope.
Half a
Two
sentence.
dozen words, most of which are saying, "Hello, my name is Ryan. What is your
I
name?"
get it. I
Oh,
get it.
God.
I took Spanish for my high
Yeah.
school language credit, and now, to be fair, I comprehend a whole lot more Spanish than I can reciprocate.
I don't even dislike Italian. It's just for some reason I was skipped from Italian beginners all the way to Italian second.
Well, I can tell you why that is, but again, I digress.
No, Riley. My counselor just screwed up my schedule, and I didn't realize it until it was too late.
Did your counselor screw up your schedule because maybe he had too many kids to look after? Maybe? Because
Right.
we
Don't feed it.
followed
Don't say anything.
the
King. Don't
education
say
system?
anything. Don't feed it. Do not feed
Maybe.
Riley. Do not give him ammo. Do not give him ammo to rant.
Is that a possibility?
Just do not answer.
I-
Do not answer him. Stay your tongue. Stay your tongue, child. And we might just make it out of here alive.
I won't answer. I plead the fifth.
You will know the rap of group.
Oh yeah, no. Christ.
Despite what people think, I do love that series of movies. It's actually very good.
The Despicable Me series is fantastic.
Are we
Oh.
going to?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it.
Like, we should play D&D though. That's what we're here.
I was gonna, are we
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
play,
that's
or are
right.
we just gonna sit here and talk for another half hour? 40
know.
minutes,
That's part
actually.
of. That's part of the the glory of this
All right,
certain
so
campaign.
standing, we all leveled up. We got some new features. We're getting a little bit stronger. We are, just a little better than your average Joes now. Maybe not perfectly sustainable yet, but we're getting there. Congratulations. Do we have any outstanding code violations to cover?
We don't have any
Mhm.
shuffleboard.
Not a
No,
code
we
violation.
actually, yeah, we didn't break any codes. We turned in also the loot that was stolen from the people, so that the captain would give it back to the council, and they could handle that mess.
So-
Then me and Rotgut told Pilgrim about our us wanting to hang on to the shields, and we pay the ship back for them. So we made sure not to do that loot. I think I think we're good.
Okay, so no outstanding code violations. All right. That should get all of the excess stuff out of the way. So we are aboard the Wailing Banshee on deck. Finish up our rest. We do not know what the smugglers were smuggling. We found some goods, but that doesn't mean that's what they were smuggling.
Now we gotta go back and actually find out what they were, doing.
But the party also has secured themselves a dinghy, which might make accessing to some of the places on the coast a little bit simpler.
Oh, we get to keep
yeah.
that?
You brought it back.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
it's
we get-
awesome.
yes, we get to all sit on a leaky dinghy. Who wants to sit on a leaky dinghy?
I hate the way that sounds.
I love
That's
it.
the idea.
That's perfect.
Wait, what?
I am stealing this fucking joke from iCarly, just so you know.
I never watched
I
that show. I
vote
never liked
that's
that
the
show.
I watched way too much of it as a kid. Listen, it was fire at the time. It was fire for
I
like a
hate-
Disney
I-
show.
I dislike. That was a Nickelodeon show. First off.
Nickelodeon.
Second off,
iCarly was your generation's Sweet Life.
I did not. I don't claim that. I don't like children's sitcoms.
Oh, they're objectively shit, but it was funny at the time.
They are. Ah, let's get
Go
back.
back
let's
and
get back on
watch it.
track.
Watch
Listen,
it. Watch
it
a
can be
few of
shit.
them as an adult, man. There's more in there than you think.
Yeah, man.
There always is.
Oh, that's the only part I like. I only like it.
So I'm sorry. All I can think about whenever I think of iCarly is the fucking Peon Carl bit.
Anywho, that's a
What was
whole
that,
other
madam?
tangent. So, what do Ziggy, Horwig, and Sherlock want to get up
I believe we want to go on the Leaky Dinghy, which is now its name. And I guess
do you
go back.
Do you want to name it the Leaky Dinghy, or do you want to name it the Ziggy Likes Men?
Leaky Dingy.
Leaky Dinghy. Okay.
Ooh.
The Leaky Dinghy. We'll call it the Leaky Dinghy.
to? Hang on. Sounds like Justin's having a moral dilemma here.
I am.
Dice roll. Dice roll it.
Man, call it the SS Man for Ziggy.
We are dice rolling it. I will dice roll the name if I have to. Do not want it to be called that.
Okay, odds is Ziggy. Oh, there we go.
Even is Leaky Dingy.
Well, it's odd.
No,
Oh,
it's
God dang it.
Man for Ziggy.
Oh,
Man for Ziggy.
man.
You know,
Fine.
what, you know what? Even better. We have it has two inscriptions. One on the left side says "Man for Ziggy," and one on the right says "The Leaky Dinghy."
Yes.
The Leaky Dingy man for Ziggy.
Leaky Dinghy Man for Ziggy. Oh my god, it
Oh,
rhymes.
that's the name. That's the whole name right there.
I accept my fate.
Just remember, King, you got to thoroughly describe exactly who you're looking for. Bravo on hitting. We're looking for a man.
A man
We
with
just-
good dress sense and who is a merchant. So we're looking for someone well off and dazzly dressed.
And not a pimp. I mean, pimps, they can use their expenditures. When hunting people, we just need to be thorough.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing but the finest for our Zoggle.
Let's just get on the Leaky Dingy. And wait, is it high tide or low tide right now?
I don't know, man. Should I track
Yeah,
the
it does-
tides? Probably. Am I going to
I
take the
do not
time to
think it
figure out
matters.
how to track tides?
Let's just say every 4 hours it changes.
But I do have a relatively easy mechanic to find out the mood of Saltmarsh, which I believe is a honey roll. Let me find it.
Come
That's
on,
the
Riotous.
Leaky-
Come on, Riotous.
Scroll
Come on, riotous.
Rolling.
Daddy wants a riot. Come on.
Hmm. Oh wait, does that mean we're gonna have a popularity score? Oh man.
I mean, maybe. Law and order, defense, enforcement, docks. Ah, there it is. Okay, someone roll me d20.
Okay. 7.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
People are happy.
Is it
It has been a bountiful catch.
Damn it.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping they'd be angry and riotous.
One less than they would have been.
Wow.
6. So we gotta aim for 6. Got it.
I
What
don't
would
like
20 have
6.
been then?
Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys this table because I can.
We're gonna forget anyway.
There's also that.
Oh.
Where are
That's
we?
the table they give me for Saltmarsh's move. Roll a d20. A 1 to 6, it has been a poor catch. People are prone to bickering, are very frustrated, everyone's in a bad mood. 7 to 12 is a bountiful catch, where you have music and merriment echoing through the town, and everyone celebrates. 13 to 20 is a typical catch, where the fishermen are more or less content. Some of them have done better than others.
Damn it, people are happy. I hate when people are happy. It reminds me how miserable I am. Where's the shuffleboard?
Okay, so
Crazy.
7 to 12 is the good spot. Wow.
Yeah. Damn.
Just because you roll a 20 does not necessarily mean it's the best possible thing when it comes to rolling those
Crazy.
tables. So,
Yeah.
Saltmarsh is in a good mood, but the council is probably still a little irritated with y'all for not getting the information they sent you to get.
Hey,
We
Okay.
are working on it. Jeez, we're working on it.
They're not
You-
patient
look,
people.
look, you could, Ty, you can sit there and you can get upset and you could make all the excuses you want, but people react how they react, right?
Mm,
Right?
mm.
At least we can
Yes.
say. At least we can say they won't be doing it anymore.
You guys still want to go investigate what they
Can you
could have
say
been
that?
smuggling?
We in fact have stolen everything that they were just smuggling.
If that's
Which
what
was
the
a lot
goods
of-
they were smuggling.
Well, are
yeah,
they smuggling anymore?
You
That
don't
No.
we're
know.
aware of?
You
Case
guys went in,
closed.
you went,
We
hey,
killed them all."
goods are here in the cave. This must be what they're smuggling. There can't possibly be another answer that we've missed along the way. No!
I think we said
Riley,
we were
that,
going to
that
go
requires
investigate.
something called intelligence, and the only arguably intelligent one was locked away for going schizo mode over a rock.
I mean, technically you're a wizard now. You are intelligent, but you have chosen.
Riley, I am aggressively demented.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Rock
that
Gut is more
technically-
consistent than Horwig. This is not an
On-
argument.
On paper.
On paper. Riley, your paper is worth what it's written in, and I'm about to fucking set it ablaze.
Ooh.
Okay, so I would like to go to Nick's to get some health potions before we probably go investigate one last time.
Health potions? We don't need that.
Ah,
Famous last words.
I have potions.
Yeah, so do I.
No.
This potion will make you
What?
more attractive to the men, Ziggy.
I have the distinct feeling that Horwig has potions that will do just random shit.
I mean, I totally need to pick up an alchemy kit and just with no skill in alchemy, just start mixing random chemicals together and see what random ass potion effects happen.
Oh no.
Oh wait, that reminds me. When did we get our pay cut or our cut? We got wait a day.
When I tell you, you do.
Okay.
Riley Speaker, sit down, shut up, and I'll give you your money when I feel like you earned it.
Hey, look, I'm not the one that
75.
decided that half your proceeds have to go to the ship in the town, okay?
Yes, you were. It was entirely you. No one else. I totally did not.
I
I
let
totally
you
did not offer
guys
that
write
role.
the fucking code.
Why
Lies,
did you
lies,
let us
lies.
do this?
Because we're our own worst enemies, King. You know this.
Because people in general are their own worst enemies and will get in their way more than I possibly could.
Actually, whose idea was it to start the pirate code?
Mine. But you also
Exactly.
elected to try and play a lawful table. And so I felt there needed to be something to hold you accountable to. And then I let you
No,
make the thing
and-
that you're held accountable to.
And let's face it, we do need something that'll make us accountable because we will easily convert to the dark side.
Oh, you guys
Did
will go
someone
chaotic.
say-
Oh, yeah.
Did someone say fireball the orphanage? Okay.
Oh god, yeah. You could not be a Western, I swear to God. Old man could
Listen,
not be
all
a
I'm
Western.
saying is that would happen if we were not being chained by a moral code. Horwig would fireball orphans.
Thought we drew the line at orphans. Wait, let's get back to business.
No, that was last campaign we drew the line at orphans. This is a whole new level of genocide.
Save that for Wednesday, buddy.
Okay,
Fine,
I
I'll
have,
stick with regular war crimes then, Riley.
I have
Wednesday's the war
73
crime
gold.
What? Crude commits a war crime. Okay. So we want to go see Nyx.
Yeah, I have enough gold for one health potion right now.
But do you have?
And I would like to always
keys
keep
to
that.
pay the doorman.
Of course I have a copper piece. I always make sure I at least have one.
Okay. Well. Fiddly dum dee dee.
Ziggy, could I borrow a copper piece?
Will you remember that you even have it?
Ziggy, can I borrow a copper piece?
I'll
Ziggy,
pay
can I
for it.
borrow
Borrows
a
and
copper
release
piece?
terms.
I'll be right back.
I guess Ziggy is not happy with us. You're requesting copper.
Alright. So down to the docks. Right. Docks. Yay, pretty docks.
All right, Ziggy, let's get you a man.
Hello.
Horwig is just staring at you, smoking from an overly long pipe.
As opposed to at nighttime, where the docks do have a few sailors moving about, taking care of cargo, mending nets, things of that nature. The docks are a much more bustling place in the daylight hours. There are probably hundreds of sailors out, either prepping to get their boats on the water to go fish for the day or set their course. Merchant ships are getting ready to set courses for wherever they're going to wind up, either loading or unloading their respective goods onto or off of the docks. I could place a bunch of tokens down, but I don't want to. But
I
the
like that
docks are a much
philosophy.
more boisterous entity in the daylight than they are night times.
Wait, doesn't the cloaked gentleman always appear in the evening?
That's how the river went.
I don't when.
Huh? All right, Harvard, come on. Let's
Horg is
Let's
just
go.
looking at you, smoking his incredibly overlong pipe.
Of course, he has an incredibly
Well-
long pipe. Why wouldn't he have an incredible?
He's a wizard. He has these things.
Of course.
Well, wait. Okay, we'll do this. I have 2 health potions and lay on hands, so I'm just gonna stare at Ziggy and just be like, lead the way.
I'm back.
Come on, Zagos, lead the way. Horwig says, smoking his overly long pipe.
Where did you get a pipe from?
Here's a
I've
pipe.
always had it. He says, smoking from this overly long pipe. It's just
Honestly,
honestly more comical considering how short he is.
Coming from somebody who used to smoke a pipe on a somewhat regular basis, and yes, I have the pipe to prove it. You.
Oh my God, Riley has a pipe.
Of course, I have a pipe.
And you
The-
not
the
smoking it while
amount
playing D&D? How could you?
Well, I'm not gonna light anything tobacco or weed related
Oh,
inside
hang
the
died.
house.
Uh-huh.
Because it just soaks into the drywall.
Oh,
Like drawing from a pipe with that long of a stem just takes so much suction. Like, it is redonkulong.
Well, conveniently for you, I happen to be the sucking master. Everyone says, Horwig, you suck. And they're right.
There's a second part of that joke, but I don't know if it's appropriate right now.
Well, I won't deny that without my dentures, I am quite skilled in the art of sucking. You would know more, but then again, Ziggy, with your pursuit of a man, you'd know more about that than I would.
No, I actually don't.
Well, maybe that's why you can't
just-
find a man.
Hey, Ziggy's no whore. I am no whore.
Who said you were? Who said you were? I'm talking about smoking overly long tobacco pipes. What else would I be speaking of?
how does that make
This
you a
old
whore?
man.
How does that relate to anything? How does that have any relation to your... How does smoking overly long pipes have anything to do to your sexual proclivities?
What? Stop using big words.
Why smoke
Which
big
one was
make you
confusing,
whore.
sexual or proclivity?
Stop using big words.
Photosynthesis.
No.
Hypothesis.
You know what? I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't like that word. I mean, it's not even a real word. Is it? Is that a real word?
It is.
I keep forgetting that's a real. Why is that a real word?
It is a real word.
Because of
Why?
Disney.
I
Because of
never
Disney.
liked that word. No, I never liked that word because every time somebody said, "Hey, try to pronounce it," everybody was like, "Blah blah 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 blah." It took like a
Just
year,
a
like
tired
3
There's
years. for me to
there's a
actually
whole
figure out how to do
ditty
that.
to it, man.
Yeah, but I-
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, although the same, it might sound atrocious.
It is atrocious. Should never exist.
And we
There goes. Are
You
we
walk
going to go
away.
see your boyfriend?
I'm not even gonna entertain. Ziggy's not even gonna entertain you right now. He's just gonna start walking. Wait, is it even time?
well, Horwick, I do believe that we are going to see Ziggy's boyfriend, and we're both staring at you, waiting for you to lead the way.
I literally said I'm starting. Ziggy's just gonna start walking.
Walking where?
Nick
You
this.
have a token
Nick
and a
this.
map. Perhaps you should do things.
And we're starting to get
computer.
that
Because
awkward
you
stare
can, you
too.
can describe him walking, but right now it looks like you're just walking in place.
Oh no, he's hitting the Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's moonwalking.
He's moonwalking.
Boy, Horwick, he's excited to get to his boyfriend.
Very.
Sherlock, I thought you were on my side.
Why
Ziggy, can I
would
borrow
you
a copper?
I'm not. Wait. Well, you're running, so I can't be directly on your side.
When have we been on? When have any of us been on anyone else's side? We're all enemies here.
How are we even
Well,
acquaintances?
I don't know. You just found a random fucking random dude on the dock, and we're like, "You're my friend now."
yeah.
You'll get hard
Goddamn.
tacos, not soft shelled.
Even though it is the early morning hours, Dior is still there, hanging out in the alleyway. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, hey."
Hey, need some more supplies. And I take out 3 copper pieces. And proceed to hand them to him.
All right. Well, there you go. He'll tap the alleyway, and the big staircase will can descend into Nix's wondrous magical emporium.
Different magic emporium.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Rotgut, you beat us here. Well, isn't that convenient? Oh,
Oh, he just disappeared.
Oh, big Horwig.
Oh.
Or wait, when did you get so big?
You just hear the sound of a balloon deflating as he returns to normal size.
It's from all
it
that
must have
sucking he
been
had to
his
do on that
spell.
extra long pipe.
Every time he takes a draw on that extra long pipe, he grows a foot.
All right. Ah, well, welcome in, gentlemen. So nice to have visitors, as always. Tell me, what do you seek in Nix's wondrous magical emporium today?
I need potions of healing. But I don't really have money. I have like a little bit, but I want to save some of it. Is there anything I can do to like get someone a loan or something?
Ziggy,
Yes.
roll me a d4.
Okay. Flash. Oops, not that button. Oops, not that button. Oops, not that button.
Ziggy, do you like all your ribs?
Oh, yeah, I like my ribs. Why? I not like my ribs.
Yeah, you know, Nyx may like 1 or 2 of them. I'm just throwing that out there.
Why, certainly.
Except
I'll
body
give you a potion for every toe you give me.
I mean, do you really need all of your toes, Zaggle?
That's about
I only
point.
have 3. I have 6 toes. Yes, actually. Never,
Well, that's
never
6
mind.
potions.
No, but I need my toes. Toes don't grow back unless you like
For
regenerate.
for every 2 toes you lose 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, no,
Don't
I'm not
just
doing
lose
that.
one. Boom. There. Fine.
No, I'm not doing that. Never mind. Never mind, sir.
Is
I
that
like
rule the
my
same for all
toes.
of us, Riley?
Not a sir. No, you can eat.
Sorry, I'll just use 50 gold for at least 1 potion.
That will buy you 1 potion of healing. Here you are.
Thank you. Anybody else need something?
Nope.
I could use something.
That's wonderful. I'm sure everyone could use something or someone at any given time. So many different possibilities.
He's staring off into the middle distance again.
Because
Look at that.
everybody.
Hello, Horwig.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. Shuffleboard. Shuffleboard.
Yes, shuffleboard indeed.
Nix, do you know what shuffleboard is?
Do you not?
No.
Well, that is certainly surprising and unfortunate for you.
Oh.
If you'd like to know what shuffleboard is, all I'll need is an ear.
He doesn't have ears.
Is
He's
that-
kobold.
Do you mean
He has eardrums.
that literally or metaphorically?
No, I promise you, I don't mean anything metaphorically.
I think I'll continue not knowing. I forgot that Nyx likes to take limbs and bodily
Yeah.
stuff.
Nick will
Everything
take
has a
pretty much
price,
anything.
not necessarily all of it is gold.
I don't know, I traded my
Everything
blood
is
for a bag of holding.
necessarily gold. Oh yes. Could I get magic missile wand?
Do you have money?
Money. He proceeds to put a bag of gold on the table.
Just out of curiosity, how much gold is in the bag?
You want to know how much? 219.
Okay, wand of magic missiles is uncommon?
Uncommon.
So that would be a d6 times 100.
Oh boy. That one.
Alright, Nyx will accept the entire bag of gold that you put on the counter and give you one wand of magic missiles.
Thank you.
So,
Oh
clear,
no.
you just...
You just paid double. Oh,
Well, choices were made.
never let the old man spend money by himself.
Horwig proceeds to play with his new wand.
Okay, from now on, the old man is not allowed to shop by himself or touch his own money.
He's not by
And also
himself.
sell-
You're right there.
He's with. You're right,
said
fucking
for
there.
himself.
You never stopped
said-
him.
I said for himself, not by himself.
You said by himself.
Mhm.
I said for.
You definitely said by.
Alright, from now on, I will probably hold on to the old man's money if that is alright with the old man.
You're gonna have to take
Old
that
man.
up with Horwick.
Old man. How much money was in that
Wand.
bag?
He points the wand at you. 1, 2, 3. 219 gold.
Hey, from now on, how about I hold on to your money for you? So you, don't just waste all your money in one place.
Oh,
Where's
okay,
the fun
Zucchini.
in
You were always my
that?
favorite granddaughter.
Come now, it's much more fun to let him spend whatever he wants to spend. As long as it meets the
Yeah, well-
requirements.
Yeah, but what if he wants to play shuffleboard or buy shuffleboard? And he needs one gold piece.
That's his problem, not mine.
Nyx really did just say, not my fucking problem.
Yeah.
Because it is not. Sherlock, do you need anything?
No. If anything I'm going to get from Nyx is going to be magical, so I gotta save up money.
Okay.
Plus a
Okay.
river too.
This wand tastes like magic.
Okay, well, I'll come back another day to get gloves of archery. Don't want to waste any of my lungs or waste a rib cage. Today,
Oh, that would be a perfect present for Zaggles. What would it take to get those?
What was it, bracers of archery?
yeah, like gloves of archery or something. I think that was something. Yeah, but let me make sure it was gloves of archery. And not some other gloves of bow something.
Bracers of archery are uncommon, so that would be a d6 times 100.
Wait, what was the roll for you again? 1d6 times 100.
Correct.
Okay.
You gotta make
I'll come back when I get 200 gold. You write
you
that.
guys have
and,
access to magic item pricing in your journals. I put it under helpful rules and handouts. It's called magic item pricing.
Magic pricing of item. You're on item.
Well, this has certainly been very fun. Although, Ziggy, I'm a little disappointed you weren't willing to give up your toes. If I'm being completely honest.
Oh, what would I have to give up to get that present for Zaggle?
Roll a D4.
D4. 1.
For you, I would like your right hand.
Oh, well, that's my shuffleboard hand.
Oh,
Sorry, Zaggles. We'll have to wait to get you your Christmas present. He pats you on the shoulder.
It's alright, old man.
Christmas is. It's like, the fuck is a Christmas?
Wait, what is Christmas?
Sir, don't bring up such horrendous holidays in my shop.
Oh, yeah.
Holiday!
Maybe we'll find you a man for Valentine's Day.
What are you talking about? Okay, no. On one
If
hand,
you want,
this
I
man-
think I might have some love potions.
How much for those?
Time to go. Time to go.
How much
I start
for those?
dragging Horwig out. I start dragging Horwig out of the store. We're done today.
I need
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna take care
grandchildren,
of.
damn it.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. I'm grandpa.
I mean, the better argument would be not related to you, but sure.
he chose not ready.
You really thought that.
You think I can concentrate or think properly with this old man here? He spits nonsense every 5 seconds.
And yet,
Be right back.
all right. Anything else we
Justin,
want to
you
purchase?
good there,
from
Justin?
Nix? Jesse, okay? Uh-oh. Oh no!
And then there was one. Oh,
Hello.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Gracie was attacking me, so pleasing her, I give that. So she was having a ball.
Aww.
But,
amazing. We
but-
love Gracie.
But I'm all for getting Ziggy a love potion. I mean, come on, we gotta find him a match.
Hey, Ziggy's dragging Horwig out, not Sherlock.
Oh no, I don't have enough.
There is literally something called the filter of love. Which, the
What?
next time you see a creature within 10 minutes of drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is the species and gender that you're normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while you are charmed. This potion's rose-hued effervescent liquid contains one easy-to-miss bubble shaped like a heart. Filters of love are uncommon items, which would be a d6 times 100.
We can get Zaggles an hour with any man with eyes.
Oh, he's not here right now. We'll tuck this conversation for later because I just have 98 gold. So,
I mean,
not
you
enough
could
to buy
always,
true love.
you could
can
always
roll for it.
ask Nix what he might take in trade.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
she wants.
could, but
He might
I'd
take.
rather sacrifice ribs and toes for something magical that'll be helpful in combat.
How about Zaggle's tail?
No, we
To be
need
fair,
to-
you cannot offer body parts other than your own.
What if I
Well,
cut
we
it off
could.
to attach to
We
myself?
We just need their consent. And Ziggles, say something
What?
if you're protesting. Ah, shit.
Say I do. Say I do, Ziggles.
Okay, I do.
There, he consents.
Holy shit.
Take his tail.
What? Huh? No. What?
I'm kidding. I'm
Hey.
kidding.
He did, and he's been in this group long enough to know
So-
you don't
so,
just randomly say
Teaching situation here, Ty. Whenever somebody says, say this, don't do it.
Do not do it. It's a poor
Ask
decision.
qualifying questions.
Okay. No, I do not. I didn't finish that sentence. I do not.
I do not. Well, you know what? You have mixed emotions, so we'll take the first answer as the correct.
I said I do not.
I heard I do.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up a second. I gotta take care of something.
Okay.
Well, we really next.
I mean,
have
do
a
you want to
question.
roll for it to see how much the filter would be, so you know what your target number is?
We're doing 200. Yeah,
We just
don't
get
have enough.
102 gold.
And I'm not sacrificing my toes or anything. So, well, we'll just have to wait. But Nix, I do have a question.
I might
you-
have an answer.
Good. Do you accept only our case, like only our ribs or our toes, or if we bring you a bag full of toes, will that be okay?
For more expensive tile items, I might send you after specific monsters. Or to find another item of equal value.
When you say monsters, do you include the horrible, monstrous humans, especially the darkest side of humanity there is? Or are we talking about literal monsters?
Perhaps a little column A and a little column B.
Oh, fuck yeah, my favorite.
Okay. We need to get a little bit more stronger before we talk details. So, good
So,
to know though.
essentially, the way I've got Nick set up is he can ask for like little trinkets or body parts or something for like uncommon to rare items that you don't quite have the gold for, and for very rare or legendary or even artifact items, they can send you upon a quest to either retrieve something of equal value or hunt down some sort of valuable body part of a monster. However, the higher the
Okay.
rarity of the item, the more difficult the quest.
Yeah.
I'm back. Never mind.
What are you doing, Gracie?
Ma'am.
So yes,
Were you deceiving me?
Nyx's pricing and acceptance of things can be negotiated, just for higher level magic stuff. So does that mean that as a level 6 you might possibly get your hands on something very rare? Sure, if you're willing to take on the quest.
Oh, but what about bringing in, like, say we go into a building and there's a bunch of dead people already, and we just chop off feet. Would those toes count?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nyx's prices are Nyx's prices. What they determine they
Yeah.
need for an item is what you need to go retrieve for them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I don't think we ever asked that
Okay.
question though, but that's good to know.
What question?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Can we borrow 102 gold without you asking questions?
No.
He's
Not yet.
learning.
Can I borrow a copper piece?
Oh yeah. Actually, hang on a minute. No, not yet. I don't have change.
And I would like to make you all aware of a new thing that I'm doing. You see, I found this wonderful magical box that can summon random items based on how much money or the item that is. And so I've decided to do a little game attached to it that I like to call What's in the Box.
If only I didn't. If only I had money still.
I mean, I don't have enough gold either. But hey, after our next paycheck, maybe we can come back and play a little game. What are the prices?
I'll get those out to you. If it's not something we're dealing with right now, then I'd like to move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's move
Well,
on.
Oh yeah, I already left out the place. Oh, wait, no. I'm probably already left out. Unless Horwig dragged me back in.
No, you dragged Horwig out.
It was more of where are we going?
Oh yeah, I was dragging us back out. Do we want to go back and to investigate the house finally? See if we can Scooby-Doo our way into finding out what was going on.
Yeah, let's try and find out. And yeah, we haven't checked. Okay, so we checked the house. We checked the catacombs, basically.
We didn't really properly check the catacombs, to be honest.
Alrighty, well, let's take the little dinghy Ziggy needs
If I'm
man.
being honest, I think Valen found something and then got written out.
Yeah, he found something and
Oh,
then
you're-
immediately went schizo mode.
Yeah.
Wait a
so I
minute.
think you got
Wait a
it
minute.
pushed out.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was like some notes that Valen had on his person when he was like in like one of the rooms, wasn't there? Yeah, because there were some papers that had some stuff on it, but we decided to read it later.
Okay, well, first of all,
Out of character, Valen does Valen probably still have those papers on him?
I don't know.
Most
Does he?
definitely.
Okay,
Or
let's go
would
back to Valen real quick. Sorry.
or would all that stuff been taken off him before he went into the brig? So would
Mostly
Pilgrim have it?
weapons. But those have been returned. Well, will be returned after his 30 minutes.
So Valen investigated like the main bandit's room, found something. We didn't have time to we didn't really care to look at it. We just tossed it into the bag of holding. Wait a minute. So that would either mean that I still have it or Pilgrim has it.
Well, what's in your bag of holding?
No, because I always hand over everything. Will Pilgrim have taken the papers?
Did you hand it
This
to
is
him,
what I'm
or
I'm asking Riley because when I hand over everything to my bag of holding from whenever we
It's
leave,
almost
I
like
give
there's something
everything
on your
over.
sheet that could be used to see if Ziki has that information. Because you can play meta all you want to play, but
Handwritten note. I'm gonna start watching our videos back. Let's see. What I have written down is a handwritten note.
great.
okay, what are items around?
I'm going. I don't. So I have the bag of holding. I always empty out everything that's in the bag of holding, give it to Pilgrim. So that would have to come off my list, meaning Pilgrim would still have it. Would probably have it. So our best bet is to go check with
So-
Pilgrim.
So it could have been a handwritten note by the the artificer. 'Cause that was dealing with the spell books that were found in the office.
I just put it down as handwritten note because we did not
Why
decide to read it.
don't Ziggy and Sherlock give me history checks?
History.
Oh,
I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
history. -1. Yeah,
Hey,
that makes sense.
I'm gonna start taking notes
Oh,
myself in real life.
Okay. So. Ziggy, you remember that Balin had discovered within the lead guy's area a bullseye lantern and a note.
Where did I put that note?
is
Ink
it the
burn, ink.
handwritten note?
Yeah, because that's the
No.
only thing. That's what I put down. The handwritten note was what Bailey had found, so I was trying to put it into my bag or at least read it before I put it into the bag. So I didn't read what it was about, so I had put it on my sheet as handwritten note that I could get to it later. But what I'm trying to figure out now is did Ziggy hand over everything, and I mean everything that was in the bag of holding over Pilgrim, or would that have been something that I would have kept on me? And I'm trying to determine which.
That's going to sound like only you can answer that one.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I most likely just handed it to Pilgrim. So I'm going to go to Pilgrim. Gotta move my token. Computer. Where am I? Okay, here I am. Why am I down here?
That's where
Okay.
Pilgrim is.
Yeah. Hello, Pilgrim.
Ah, good day to you. What can I do for you,
Yeah.
Ziggy?
I believe I put a note in with the first time we came back from that smuggler's camp hideout. There was a note in the bag. Do you have it by chance? Because that might
Everything
give
is
us a clue on
recorded and kept in safe places here in the quartermaster's chamber. Perhaps I could find this note.
Please, if you can, because that might give us a clue on what they were smuggling.
You handed over several different notes. Which one in particular are you interested in?
Did? It was shoot. It should have been followed behind or before a hooded lantern.
No hooded lantern recorded. Sorry.
Give me a second.
Pilgrim, is there a letter that happens to be mentioning anything along the lines of smuggling or The city?
Sorry, not found.
Hang on a minute. Okay, so here's the loot list. There's a volume of erotic poetry, explorer's bag with no rations. One the okay, the first. Alright. So it should have been with the first time I came back. First time we came back with all the loot. It was in that hole with the plate armor, the longsword and shield, and the explorer's backpack.
There was a bullseye lantern recorded, and along with it, a note that seemed to dictate some sort of code. Here is that note.
It said hooded lantern, not bullseye lantern. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Pilgrim.
Oh, what are these weird things called? Long, short, short. Huh.
Hang on a second. Are these lines or dots? These dots and lines. Hang on a minute. Long. Short. We don't have dots and lines. Wait. Hang on a minute. I think this is flashlight code. This is light code. You know when you. This is flashlight code or Morse code.
That would be my understanding as well, given that it came with a bullseye lantern that can be used to replicate those sequences.
Hang on. Can I do a history check to try and remember the lights that we saw the other day, and like what kind of pattern they were in?
Sure.
Well, before the ship.
Yeah, it was back. Remember when we were sailing and then we saw those lights? Come on, guys, try to remember with me.
You're asking someone who's a shuffleboard expert and someone who. Okay, we saw
Try to remember
lights as we were approaching the bigger ship, if I remember correctly. And Grandpa here, he tried to do some magic as well, and that's what triggered the big ship to get to us.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Gramps, try to remember them lights.
Right.
I don't think we had good enough perception to comprehend that it was Morse code.
Ah, yes, the lights on the shuffleboard. Beautiful.
I know, aren't they?
I had like a 15 or something. I don't remember. Wait a minute. I got like a 15 when I did the perception check. I just couldn't tell what they were.
You got to see the lights for that, but
I
you
got to
did not
see the
know
lights.
how to interpret them. And thus
like
far,
we thought it
nobody
was
has
a UFO.
remembered them. I mean, unless Sherlock wants to take a shot. But Ziggy and Horwick are...
I'll give it another shot. We just shouldn't be hopeful. Okay. Actually, 13's not too bad.
Okay. No, 13's not too bad, is it?
No.
You... believe that the pattern you saw was short, long, short, long.
Short, long, which is not part of that code listed. Wait, short, long. No, everything's safe. That's a statement, not a question. So basically, one guess I'm getting at is we go back to roughly where we were at and see if we see the light again. And then try and head towards it.
You guys are free to insight at any point, for any reason, if you wish. Yeah, Sherlock, that's not what you saw.
Oh, nice.
You're not remembering it right. It doesn't seem right.
Okay. Well, you know what? I remembered it was Morse code, and we'll take that as a win. So we at least know at that point they tried to do communication.
True. Now what are we going to do with that information?
Ooh, since I'm the one talking, I say we get in the dinghy and we get out to where we were and see what happens.
Let's go aboard the leaky dinghy.
Back on the dinghy?
Yes.
The dingy dangy do.
I forgot I was on mute. Wait. I want to ask Pilgrim if we can borrow the bullseye lantern so we can
You wanna
actually,
ask-
we just need to borrow it for a minute so we can actually, use these patterns on this paper to communicate. Because I doubt any of us could remember off the top of our heads.
Who are you?
My point stands. Point proven, actually.
I like shuffleboard.
We know you do.
I don't like Zygles.
Oh, that was your. Hey, you know what? No, not doing this. Not
I
falling
don't
for
like Zygles. He's mean to me. He doesn't.
it.
He doesn't even read me bedtime stories like he used to.
Not anymore?
At some point, I'm wondering
Oh.
if you just come from an alternate universe, old man.
Who are
He
you?
may.
It's entirely possible. He's from an entirely different timeline.
Yeah, and one timeline where he's actually related to Ziggy. That's a horrifying thought.
He could be Ziggy's son. Hmm.
Yeah, God.
Oh god.
Dinghy!
At least we didn't say the full name. Okay, we're on the Leaky Deaky, and now we just need to remember around the area where we saw them lights. Is it nighttime? What time should we have left out?
Well, we saw the light when we could easily see the other ship, so I don't think we need to worry about what light level.
You're also incorrect about that, but that's fine.
I look up to the
Oh.
sky. What time does it seem to be?
It's, I mean, you spent maybe half an hour shopping, and now you're heading out. It's still early in the morning.
What time is it, Zaggles?
It was the Leaky
It's,
Dinghy, Ziggy's Perfect Man? Or Perfect Man for Ziggy?
Perfect man for Ziggy. The leaky dinghy. Perfect man for Ziggy.
This is my fate.
Yes, it is.
God, I gotta clean this room. So anybody just want to sit around, maybe sing some songs, sharpen their skills while we wait? Because this is not the. It's still like what, midday.
Not
Gonna be good
even,
time
man. It's like morning.
Mid-morning.
I'm assuming
Ah.
y'all woke up between 5 and 6 a.m., went shopping, got back at like
Ah.
7, and then decided, okay, let's go.
Zaggles, do you have any idea what time it is? It's time for my mid-morning nap as Horwig lays down.
Let's go get drunk for a minute.
Huh?
How about we go get drunk?
Eh? Oh, I love a good getting drunk after my nap. Horwig lays down.
If you guys invested in some nets or something, you could maybe fish, which could bring in some
I want to go
income.
fishing, but we don't have rock guides.
We need rock gut for fishing.
Let's be honest. The last time we went fishing, it was like a whole athletics thing. And am I imperfect? Oh wait, I'm proficient in athletics, but still, I would say we need Raka to like get a good haul.
Okay, ouch.
Also, we don't have any money.
What is money?
You could borrow some fishing supplies from the Wailing Banshee.
Who are you?
Progress is slow today. That's the way I like it.
Oh, yes, that's the way I
alright.
like my progress. Slow.
All right, let's pedal back to the Wailing Banshee, gather some fishing supplies, and we'll fish here until we see some flashy lights.
Sounds good.
That was a weird roll.
Just curious.
Why? Let's make sure we stick close a little bit to shore, you know? That way we could just turn heel and run, because we don't have rock gut to like speed boost us. And before
Okay,
we
you do
actually
know you also have a paladin who also does strength with you.
no, maybe we should also take one of the. Maybe we also grab some help. Am I downplaying everybody else over rock gut? Maybe.
Yeah.
Are you incorrect to do so? Maybe.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Has rock gut put up a all-star performance lately? No, not really. Do we need him at manual labor? Yes.
I mean, no.
Listen, we don't shit on our boy Rock Gut. He's
Rock gut. The
He's
rock goat, if you
retitling.
will.
He's reinforcing the title of Poop Deck.
Yep.
It is
he's
not
really,
the correct. It is not the correct deck that he is on, but we're just gonna have to replace it because, well, yeah, it's putting that mayo sandwich to shame.
I told him not to eat that sandwich, but no one listens to me. Which is probably a good thing.
Alright, so you want to
Are we
get
going
some
fishing?
fishing supplies? Maybe go fishing?
Yes, and then we can drop that fish off at the market, see if it'll go for sale, and get some money.
Maybe, right?
Heard today was a bountiful harvest too, so who knows? Maybe we'll pull in some good fish.
This wouldn't count as loot. It would just be us fishing. Hard labor for gold.
This would just be straight up.
we're
Look at
just
the
working.
rules. And we're just doing
Yeah.
work, not even Okay, yeah, no.
We're just doing a fucking job.
But just making sure we're following the code.
Yes,
we're getting
but
money.
there are mechanics to this that we can hash out, right? We can make fishing mechanics. So we will say that you obtain. Do you want? Well, okay. There is a toolkit known as fishing tackle.
Hmm.
Let's see if I can get detailing on that. Which includes a wooden rod, silken line, cork wood bobbers, steel hooks, lead sinkers, velvet lures, and narrow netting. So you can all pick up the toolkit fishing tackle if you wish, but none of you are proficient in it yet, I don't think.
Let me check. Be right back.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh wait, no, I must say I did the pirate background. No, I just got navigator's tool and water vehicles, but
Okay. So again, you can all gain the item fishing tackle. You should be able to find in the compendium under items. Comes out of the player's handbook. Then we are going to use our fishing tackle.
Fishing tackle.
My question will be, are we using rod and line and hook, or nets?
Magic.
Magic. How are you going to use magic to fish?
I'm going to fuck you. I am going to magic missile the fish.
That would require sight.
Is the water murky?
I mean, it's seawater, so briny.
So I cannot see in the seawater, is what you're telling me?
Well, not essentially. The likelihood of you catching sight of the fish is going to be less than if you were to use like a net that goes into the water.
Okay.
Rod and reel, right?
Okay. Well, they're fishing. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna ritual cast Find Familiar.
Okay. Have I given you a familiar? What's your familiar?
Let me guess. Octopus.
What do you think Horwig would have as a familiar?
Honestly, I feel like Horwig would
Shuffleboard.
probably come up with a different familiar every single time, but I do not want to go through that.
No, you know what?
So I would really much appreciate it if you just chose one.
You know what, Riley? Just because you said that, I'm going to choose a different one every single time, and that's entirely up to you.
All right. What's the list of possible familiars? Bat.
There's
cat,
a bat,
crab,
a cat,
frog.
a crab, a frog, a hawk, a lizard,
This is
an
gonna take
octopus,
me
an owl,
several
a
minutes
poisonous snake,
to work.
a fish, a rat, a raven, a seahorse, a spider, or a weasel. I'm gonna be
seahorse?
so seahorse.
Okay.
Why is
Do me a
seahorse?
favor. Type or copy paste that into.
No, I'm not gonna choose a different one. I'm just joking, Riley. Calm down.
Well, now I got it set up.
You don't have to. I was joking.
Okay, which one you want?
okay. How about 3 different ones? You get the variety and you get a surprises. Which one?
I can work with that.
A bat, a rat, and an octopus.
What about rat, crab, and octopus?
Ooh.
Or,
Well, like
or you
lies.
can even do a quipper.
A what? A quipper.
Quipper.
I don't even know what a quipper is.
It's a fish.
What type of fit? What does it look like?
You had earbuds all the time, and I'm into your earbuds.
You ask me to trust, and yet you do not allow me to place mine eyes upon it.
Kind of like a piranha.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, yes. Isn't it just
that would be
cute?
fun.
Okay, so
So we want a quipper.
yeah, quipper. I want to, you know what? I've got my final selection: a quipper, a spider, and I want one that flies. Should I go for a raven or an owl?
I say bat because
Or
if we're in a cave and it needs
bat?
dark
Yeah,
vision,
bat.
because dark vision.
Oh shit.
You never go wrong with dark vision.
Okay, so
What the hell am I doing right now?
Quipper, and what was the next one? One at a time, please.
Quipper. The next one was a rat.
Rat. Which
My room is a mess at the moment.
next one.
And a bat.
Well, here's an interesting thing. Lawmakers in Mississippi have officially passed a bill that prohibits public and secondary schools from practicing any DEI practices.
What?
Fuck you to DEI. It's now passed law.
What's DEI again?
inclusion,
Diversity, equity, and
narrative.
inclusion.
It came
Okay.
about after
Basically,
the civil
it's-
rights movement.
What does that do again? Wait.
Basically, it's the concept of
You can't be
anything.
racist when hiring or something.
No, it's anything.
It
Equal
was-
opportunity
it
for
was-
everybody.
It was supposed to create equal opportunity for everybody, and because a certain subsect of the populace, specifically those of the palest possible skin color, had a very hard problem accepting people of other skin colors. Anywho, moving on. Alright,
Yeah.
Horwig, in your journal,
First-
you should see a little familiars tab now under your character sheet, and you should have Equipper, a bat, and a rat.
Yes. Familiars. I can't wait to
I
eat
just-
them.
My room is a
really
mess.
something you can eat.
Oh, I wasn't talking about them. I was talking about them. He says, looking at Ziggy.
Hang on a second. I don't like that look, old man.
So you should be able to pull those out and then loop them around the map as you see fit. I did not update their vision. Shit. It's good. The rat gets 30. Good. The bat, I believe, works on blind sight, not movement. Good. Okay. So, vision for all the tokens should be updated, and there you go. Anybody else wants any summons while we're doing summons? No? Okay, thank you.
No. don't have that option.
Yet, anyway. As a paladin, you will eventually
Yeah.
get fine steed if you want it.
No, I'd probably use that just to like show off. Oh, we're walking down a hallway. Find steed, boom, ride a horse down it.
Okay, has everyone added fishing tackle to their lists?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
So, for your fishing tackle, if you are using a rod and reel, essentially, rod with a line, I will allow for dex checks. If you're using a net, it will be strength checks.
I'll use a rod.
And to be clear,
Because,
those were dex and strength, not acrobatics and athletics. At least not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with. I'll use Dex.
Yeah, I'll do strength. So in that.
I'll do a rod.
Barwick is casting Find Familiar, not fishing. So let's get a dex check from Ziggy and a strength check from Sherlock. If you're not sure how to do checks using just the ability, you click on the word in the little box, the ability score. There we go. Beautiful. Ziggy, you are most definitely unsuccessful in your attempts. The bobber never bobs. And that might be because Sherlock manages to catch a good amount of fish within his net. Sherlock, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20. No. A d12.
Ah, damn.
Alright. So
Okay.
Sherlock pulls 11, let's say... I don't know. Pick a fish type. What kind of fish do you pull?
Flounder.
11 flounder.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Do we want to fish more?
Yeah.
Okay. Sherlock, what about you?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Sherlock, another d12. Ziggy. You two.
Ooh. We caught 12 redfish.
12 redfish. Okay, so 11 flounder.
Wow.
12 redfish. That's not right. Try again.
What in the world?
Well,
Uh,
you got it somewhat.
And
It gave you an extra point.
Let's say... Trap.
okay.
Okay.
Tossing it back in.
You've spent a couple of hours fishing. Which one did you go with? There, Orwig.
Well, we're doing fishing, so obviously fish.
So you pull it, whip her out. You should be able to name it. However you see fit.
It doesn't deserve a name. You know, no, better yet, I will name it Shuffleboard.
No.
All of their
Will we
names are
ever
going to be.
Will we ever escape the shuffleboard?
No, you won't.
Oh no.
So you pop your you summon in your Quipper familiar shuffleboard, and
And you know what? While they're fishing, I'm going to tell Shuffleboard to bring me some
I'm
fish.
talking stuff that you cannot
Okay.
fit. Why don't you just go ahead and throw it away?
Yeah, I'm-
If
shuffleboard
it
goes
don't match,
ahead
throw it
off
away.
to
I'm
bring
doing
in
that.
some fish.
Take out 7 outfits and everything else. Give it to the person.
and
Mhm.
immediately
Stuff you know you're not gonna wear again. Or we could just go.
gets caught on Ziggy's hook.
Cycles!
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Stop catching my familiar, you bitch!
Sorry. Sorry, my mom just came in and said that
I
whenever the
know, I
call was
muted
getting a
you.
little bit rough.
You're fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh wait, you. Sorry.
Yes, I have the power to mute you, sir. And I
You
will
did mute
use
it on my end.
Oh,
I didn't hear the mute on my end, so I was like,
I muted it by ears. I guess.
You moved just yourself. You didn't server mute him.
Well, my bad. Next time
I-
I'll do that.
All right. Let's try this again.
Riley, I got a 20 and rolled an 11.
Yeah,
so
you pulled up 11 catfish. Gotcha. Ziggy, roll me a d8.
Okay. Let's try this properly. The 8.
Shall I can roll that as well? Ziggy, you pull up a fish that has fins of pure gold. Kind of elongated, almost barracuda-looking thing. With golden fins that sparkle, dazzle in the sunlight.
Can I appraise this fish?
Probably not. I'm assuming you meant salmon?
salmon. Wait,
Darn,
or
I
we
was gonna
could make
ask
it
survival check.
fictitious.
You don't know what the pricing of fish are in Saltmarsh, so you have
That's
this
right.
is your first outing. You have no basis for trying to figure out how much this might cost.
Right. Sorry.
Okay, how many
What's
rolls? 4 or 5. Harvey!
Hurry!
Rocket?
Harvey, we're fishing.
Uh-oh. Harvey, do you have to push the button?
Fishing.
Here we go. Maybe.
Yeah, we went out fishing.
Real quick, we're gonna take
Before
a
we
quick
go-
aside. Harvey, since you're here, are you? You're not quite logged in yet. Okay, we'll buy a little bit more time with Smart Fishing.
Yeah, I'll be in a second.
Yeah, do you think?
Okay. I'll do another cast. Good old line. I'm feeling lucky. And I prepared for my nat one.
Horwig, you can put shuffleboard back in the water. Give me a dex check for shuffleboard.
A dex check for shuffleboard.
Dex check for shuffleboard.
That's an 18.
Oh my god, you made a shuffleboard for him.
Okay. So shuffleboard can bring you back 1 fish. That's all shuffleboard can manage. I'll let you pick what kind of fish
that's all.
shuffleboard tackles. Justin, Sherlock, we got 10 what this time?
I'm checking it out. Let's see here. 'Cause even though I'm saying a variety of fish, I'm just going to assume you give me 1. Oh, how about a merlin?
A marlin?
10 merlins.
No, no, you're not bringing in 10 marlins. Okay, do you have any idea what it takes to catch a single marlin?
It's
Okay,
a
baby.
lot of work.
That is a lot
Okay,
of
bowfish. Bow. B-O-W fish.
fish. That I can deal with. Let's see. What did shuffleboard bring up? Or we determined that I missed it.
Tuna.
Tuna?
A tuna fish.
Ziggy, let's get a dex check.
Yeah, but I just clicked it.
Hey, Ziggy, you can roll a d4.
Okay, D4. Let's get it.
Let's go with 3. You don't get to roll a d8, a d12 off of a 12, buddy. You get to roll a d4.
Thought I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I know, I was talking to Justin, who just...
Okay, 2.
Okay,
there
so
we go. Now we're talking.
we'll say 3 clownfish for Ziggy,
Ooh.
and 2 pufferfish.
Lady. Ooh, puffer. Very good choice.
Okay, I can see Harvey is logged in. Harv, how you doing over there?
I'm good.
All right, then we're going to take a quick aside. Rotgut, you leveled up. What did you get for level 3, buddy?
I didn't know we leveled up yet. Shit.
Yeah, you should have leveled up at the end of the last.
Oh, maybe I did. Hold on a second. Do 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 do. Let me get Rotgut. I'm pulling him up now.
Okay.
That's right. I chose the totem. I chose the bear.
Okay, so you'll be taking half damage on basically everything but psychic and force, if I'm correct.
Yep, that is correct. Now I'm gonna growl at you when I get angry. Wow.
All right. Julio. So to catch up real quick, I will let the party fill you in on what we've done so far.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Uh,
Do it.
Okay, we pretty much started off with going to Nick's for Ziggy to buy a health potion. We got in some discussion about what kind of currency Nick's takes, and basically, if you have something, you talk with Nick's, and he may send you on a mission for something, or he may take a body part. Your kind of choice. Ziggy is
He's
in
such a
debate
lovely
whether-
guy.
No,
Not a guy.
Ziggy is in debate about whether or not we do have his 100% consent to chop off his tail. He said yes, and then no. We're not sure. And we finally realized when we first went into the house, we did find a bullseye lamp.
Yeah, we had it when we were in the boat.
Yeah, and then also a piece of paper, which in Discord has what the paper says. It has Morse code for what the code meant. And so the plan was to bring the lamp and the code so we could correctly remember the Morse code.
Oh,
And
that makes
we are
sense now what
currently...
they were doing.
Yes, and when we realized that, it was along the lines of, oh, right before the huge ship attacked us last week, we saw those flashing lights, and Sherlock was able to recall what, like he saw the flashing and that it was Morse code. He incorrectly remembered what version of the code he saw.
Oh,
No.
okay.
We're basically sitting right where we saw the flashing lights, and to help kill time, we are gathering a bunch of fish to sell at the
Fish.
market to get some gold.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Hey, got a little question for everybody. Kind of. Anybody know what the hell is it that makes Warhammer? Games Workshop. Do you know where they originated?
Not off the top
No.
of my head. I mean, it's something I can go find.
They were actually the branch of TSR for England.
Who?
Based in Nottingham.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was watching
Yeah,
something
interesting.
on them about them on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy."
Found it 30 some years ago.
That's crazy.
All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've spent 6 hours fishing. It is now in the afternoon.
Maybe another good 2 hours. Should do it.
Oh,
Or at least, or we could at least go try and bring this haul back before anything happens.
What do you think we pull up in the nets this time?
we are pulling up some ladyfish.
Sorry, Ziggy, nothing this go around. Rocket, everybody got fishing tackle, the item, which has either a net, which is a strength check, or a fishing rod, which is a dex check. If you'd like to join in on the fishing.
Oh wait,
I think I'll go.
Oh wait, sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, what did you choose for your level up?
Already been through that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I chose.
I was not
Totem.
here. Oh,
You
cool.
went totem warrior. Took the bear.
I
totem,
wasn't here for that.
taking a bunch of half.
Okay. I think I'll use the net. I'm gonna try a net.
Okay, can I get a strength check to accomplish by clicking on the word strength over in your ability score? Alright, Rocket, you can roll me a d12. Sherlock, you can roll a d6.
Sure.
D6?
Right. Okay.
Wanted to make sure I heard right.
And then we've been kind of coming up with what fish we think we pull up. So Rocket, what do you think you pull up 12 of? We've currently caught flounder, redfish, trout, catfish, salmon, bowfish, tuna, clownfish, pufferfish, and ladyfish.
Sea robins.
Sea robins.
Good eating.
Okay. And
Ray Robbins.
For what? For what? Sherlock, what do we get?
Seahorses.
Seahorses. Okay.
Finger food.
It's D&D. We're using our imagination, and why wouldn't it be like oh wow, I pulled a net of seahorses.
That will bring us through our 7th hour. I should figure out how much all this weighs. Okay. By the way, it takes you a little over an hour to get back to town.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna let me shoot. I gotta take this shoot tonight. Thank you.
Oh,
Riley, if
half
you need
months.
to, I could plop in my catch in either Discord or the Roll20 chat.
Been tracking. So half a ton, or half a ton is 1,000 pounds. I don't think we've caught 1,000 pound fish yet. The only one that probably weighs. Okay, let's see here. Let's go by this. Flounder are probably what? Maybe 3 pounds each.
Sure.
Redfish
Hey.
most likely about a pound. Trout probably about a pound. Catfish we'll say are like 3-ish pounds each, 2 pounds each. Salmon we'll go with 2 as well. Open fish probably weighs like 5 pounds. Bowfish will weigh. I think they're small little guys, aren't
Think so?
they? Ooh, bowfish can get up to 30 to 50 pounds. Okay.
Really?
Reading.
I didn't know
Yeah,
they could
hold
get that big.
Wow.
Damn.
Let's see what Google has to say. Flounder. Okay, depending on the flounder, they're anywhere from 4 to 40 pounds. So we're going to go with the lower end of that. Say 4 pounds each. Redfish. Oh gosh, redfish are at about 50 pounds. Anywhere from 3 to 55. So let's go middle of the road and we'll say that they are 10 pounds each. Trout are 1 pound fine. Trout. Catfish. Ooh. Catfish can get big.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
The average weight of a catfish is 40 to 51 pounds, but there are exceptional breeds that can expend upwards of 83 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to say 42 pounds. Catfish. Salmon. $8 to 12 pounds. Stick with 8. Gold-finned fish, which I said kind of like a barracuda. We're gonna go with
Dum 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 dum
15
dum 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 dum.
Damn it, Harvey.
Man, there were
No,
two
it's
cute
stuck.
wands.
fish on the low end are 30 pounds.
You got that song in my head now. It's not
Ah.
gonna leave soon.
Welcome to my world.
Oh no, tuna are heavy.
Yeah, tuna get big. He likes the
Okay,
tuna.
okay. Who pulled out the tuna?
Horwig.
Oh god, Horwig. Okay, then it's definitely because it was shuffleboard doing it. It's got to be the smaller version.
Baby tuna.
Tuna. Me likes.
Which by the way is 22 pounds. Clownfish are weighed in grams, which is not helpful. We'll call them a quarter pound each. Pufferfish. What do you guys think? Let's take the over-under. What do you think pufferfish weigh?
5
pounds.
Apparently there's a pufferfish that weighs 6,000 pounds, but
What is gonna try and eat that it
that
needs to
doesn't
blow
sound
up?
right.
Yeah, that's
don't
gotta
know
be
if
wrong.
Smaller species are usually a few ounces. We're just gonna go with a pound for pufferfish here. Ladyfish. This is insane. I didn't think that fish weighed so much.
But we're learning. We're learning.
Ladyfish are between a pound and 2 pounds. Sea robins. Sea robins are between 1 and 3 pounds. We'll stick in the middle there and go 2 pounds each.
And they are yummy.
And seahorses.
Those gotta be cheap.
Seahorses can weigh up to a pound. So for simplicity's sake. Okay, so can somebody start doing math in the background there, so we're not eating up a bunch of airspace with it, to figure out how much weight? Your boat can hold 1,000 pounds worth of cargo. Get a bigger boat, you can bring in more fish, right? Big any questions? Do we understand why we're doing this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me pull up a calculator.
Ryan, you okay over there? You've been quiet for a minute.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just the tired is getting to me a bit.
The tired, now I'm throwing math at you.
Yeah. Sorry, the math is not computing right now.
Math don't math at the moment.
Who are you again?
If
Who
we
am
exceed our
I?
1,000-pound limit, we'll have to throw things back in the water.
Oh, Ziggy can go.
Yeah, we'll toss Ziggy out.
He can hold on to the side as we go back to dock.
Nah, you can doggy paddle.
That doesn't take away the weight.
Doggy paddle. Behind the boat.
Swim in the way.
And we could pull him on a rope.
Technically also doesn't get rid of the weight.
No, listen,
if a
doggy
shark
paddle
eats him.
behind the boat. Like,
Although
I feel like
awful
y'all
technically
aren't
not
y'all
cargo
aren't
at this
seeing this. He doggy paddles behind the boat. No weight on the boat. Boom.
Yeah, but the boat goes 3 miles in an hour. Ziggy cannot doggy paddle 3 miles an hour.
Well, that sounds like a him issue more than anything
I
else.
was just gonna say that. Sounds like a him problem.
Like, Riley, I really don't see where that is our fucking problem.
I mean, okay. I could make an argument that it's a code violation because you're technically choosing loot over life.
I mean, hey, listen, it ain't.
We're
not gonna
giving
die,
him
it's
the option
exercise.
to sink or swim. It's not like we pushed his head under the water.
Exactly. We're just encouraging him to get a little
I am
exercise.
just saying that an argument can be made.
I am open for that alignment shift. Where is he? Where'd he go?
He has to go help his
deal
mom
with
with something. He'll be back in 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? It's probably a good time to take our break. Anywho's. So, you guys good with that?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Love. Then we'll take our break here. If you've been hanging out with us, thanks for sticking around. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. The music and the map will be here, but nobody will be saying anything for the time being because I haven't figured out how to put something in space, and that's on me. But I'll get there eventually. For now, thanks for hanging around. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
Here, Ma.
What that was it?
My bags.
Yeah, I might need to put that on right now. Put that over there in the bag. That was a good one.
Don't worry about it. You're not old enough.
It's like a minute to fit me like a bird. Let me see if that thing can hold my stomach.
My bags. Ma, you got some hangers.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just right now. You gotta come from here, look for whatever you want to make time. I'm trying to get dressed up. Go find shoes right quick. That's one of the basket. All of a sudden, I'm doing things that went. You miss that. Come on, I'll return help me turn this down. Here. Come on. Turn.
Now,
I'm just saying, I can't not believe my shoes. Oh, we're gonna go in that closet and see my shoes in that closet. Yeah. On the bottom, at the bottom, and it is.
such a gun in, Ma.
You just put the thing on. I mean, you just did it.
I'm trying.
You just did it, done all of them. Oh, you just did this one.
I know, Ma. Give me a second.
You okay? You okay?
Stop. Give me, Ma, hang on a second. You always pick up dresses that have a.
Now we just did this.
I know, Ma. Ma, don't get mad at me because your stuff is acting dumb. So I'm trying not to break it again. Lean forward, Ma.
Wait, I'm trying to get this good.
I might be a little early. Is anyone hanging around?
Sure.
Oh, your dresses are the ones that don't ever fit you. You just did. You just got me. Because it took 5 minutes. It's your back muscle.
I'm still here.
All
I
right.
got the total of the fishies calculated.
I see that. You're gonna have to drop 44.75 pounds.
Drop it.
The boat can only handle 1,000 pounds in total cargo. So if you exceed that, the boat is going to start sinking.
Well, we fished for how long?
7 hours?
Okay, that gives us lunch and a snack. We cook it up, or we do sushi. Eat it raw. Yeah.
Tuna.
I mean, essentially
You
a
want
tuna,
Mm,
a tuna and a sea robin, and you're good.
We'll feed it to Horwick's fishes. Whatever they are called. I was a bit busy doing the numbers to recall the name.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
Oh, that's right. Shuffleboard got a hearty lunch.
Why do they look like piranha?
Because they like piranha.
Oh, okay. I accept it.
Good.
All right, well, I've got 3 of you here, so we can continue on. Even if it is a wee bit earlier, if you guys are all good with that. If you need more time, say you need more time.
Nah.
I'm just gonna fill up
Meh.
my drink, but that's a solo, and I can be muted, so we're good to go.
All right. So we've been on the ship for 7 hours fishing. We have completely filled up the cargo space of the ship with our catch. You probably got 3, 4, maybe more hours before that light comes back. Pretty late when you were sailing back last night.
You think we have time to get in and unload?
It will take you a little over an hour to get back to town, and then probably an hour to unload your catch and sell it.
I'm assuming the fish won't spoil between now and a couple hours.
No,
Jesus, we
you
just
should
we,
be
we
okay.
just hauled the fish up. If it spoils that quickly, there's something wrong with the fucking fish.
Okay. All right. That's what I was worried about.
Okay, so now I need to figure out what I'm going to quantify the fish as. Probably bought by the pound.
About 500 gold per pound.
That
Seems
no,
Fair. Very fair.
Very
no.
fair.
yeah, fair market price.
Something on the wiki dot might maybe. Nope, don't see fish there. Although I do have prices for beef per pound.
That we could do that.
That's That's pretty expensive.
I mean, when you're on the coast, I mean, you'd probably eat a lot more fish than beef.
Yeah.
something like 5 silver a pound. Sound about right?
Yeah. We could always
I'm
try and
just
go for platinum.
I'm just throwing a number out there.
Oh man,
Figuring
a
a pound
whole
can be split into a bunch of, smaller sizes, and it
you know
runs
what?
about, I would
Probably
say,
should
market
have looked
value
this
maybe.
up earlier, but I'm gonna post a link in the recap that goes to a wiki that has a list of fish that probably exist. So we can use that next time. But
Nice.
Oh, perfect.
it doesn't tell me
Hi,
how
Gracie.
much they would sell for.
Very nice.
Not helpful.
Hi, Gracie.
Okay, so I asked a better question and I got a result. 4 pounds of fish can be sold for 5 silver pieces. So essentially,
Sounds fair.
by that, multiply that by that. So approximately an entire hold full of fish will bring you 1,250 silver, which would be 125 gold.
That's not too shabby at all.
And half bad for a day's work.
Did time message
Grace,
this time back?
might leave the
Hi.
pirating business and go into the fishing business.
Honestly.
Well, you can never complain when you make some money.
Hey, money's good.
Okay, so we want to head back to the Saltmarsh docks and sell our fish haul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
that.
That should eat up the remaining amount of time that we need.
So again, it takes an hour to get back to town, probably an hour to unload the boat and sell the fish. But you do make a profit of 125 gold pieces. If you want it in gold. If you want it in silver, I can give it to you in silver. If you want it in copper, I can give it to you in copper. If you want it in platinum, I can give it to you in platinum. But figured you all would like gold.
I wanted an electrum.
I could even give
I
it to
second
you in
that.
electrum.
Electrum.
You and your
Okay,
damn
so this has to go back to the boat, correct? This has to go back to what's his name?
Pilgrim?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes.
We had this talk just before we started doing the fishing, because I asked the same kind of thing with the code. This is more of us doing a job. So,
Yeah.
kind of that
if,
hard labor.
If you want to give half the proceeds to the ship, it would be 62 gold and 5 silver.
I think we should probably give half the proceeds to the ship, just to be safe.
I don't see any problem with doing that.
Yeah, I'm good doing that too.
And then we could just split the rest between us.
Which, again, would be 62 gold and 5 silver, so... It would be 15 gold, 6 silver, and 2 copper each.
That's not bad.
I mean, better than the 2 gold you would get working at, like, a market stall, right? Okay. So, it is now starting to get dark. The sun is going down. It's probably mid-evening. Apparently, you guys ate 42 pounds of tuna on the ship, so or on the boat.
A light snack.
Oh, my stomach.
You're all right. You're all right.
Straight up sashimi.
Just gonna chum the
It was
water.
just chunks of tuna.
And then all of a sudden, da-dum, da-dum.
Land shark.
Land shark, Sharknado. Okay. So, quantified fish. It will take you guys another hour to get back. By the time you get back to where you were, it is dark out. How long do we want to wait?
Hour?
Sure. And then we could start to take watches. If nothing
So,
happens.
Other question, just to make sure, are we anchoring the dinghy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Let's do that. That kind of seems like a wise choice.
Okay, I will say that if you get into a ship-to-ship combat, it will take one round to pull the anchor up.
I personally believe it's worth it.
Okay. Welcome back, Ty.
Hey.
Oh, he's back. So we should unmute?
I did unmute him.
No, I had to
Hello?
mute him on mine.
Oh, I did the server. But yeah, he's back. Alright, everybody made 15 gold, 6 silver, and 5 copper after you gave half the proceeds of your fishing haul, which was a total of 125 gold, to the ship.
How much copper again?
5.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2. That should be 2 copper, not 5. Fuck.
Damn, I went from being rich to dead ass broke again.
Okay, so, do we want to do anything with the hour we're waiting, or are we just keeping an eye out?
I'm gonna look over
Let's just keep
the
watch.
Morse codes.
There are no lights happening within that hour that you sit there.
I'll keep an active watch.
Okay.
Same.
Perception checks.
Alright.
Okay. About another half hour goes by when you see a flashing.
Ooh, a flasher.
Do the flashy flash.
First is a long, drawn-out, consistent light, and then 3 short little flashes.
Nope, wrong channel.
King has to go again, apparently.
Okay, here we go. That is it safe?
What do you want to do?
Let's break out the lamp and then do short, long, short, long, which means everything is safe.
Okay, a few moments go by, and then you see a long flash, followed by another long flash, followed by another long flash.
Alrighty, it looks like they're telling us ready to unload. Come to the ship. So I must mean there is a ship out there, and we just need to haul up the anchor and head in that direction.
Okay, I'll begin to haul up the anchor.
Ready? Haul up the anchor, and you head towards where you saw the flashing, and around, kind of behind some rock formations in the water, is a ship. You could see a few people on the top deck milling about. They do not seem alarmed by the approach of the dinghy.
I just hope they don't recognize us.
Yeah, still hoping.
Can always hope,
We're-
right?
We're just the
Oh.
new people.
Yep.
Tweaking tokens. Give me a second. As you get close to the ship, you can see that it is. It's probably a galley. And painted upon the side of it in big, golden, nice big lettering is the name, the Sea Ghost. Let's see if I get that description and maybe a picture. Nope, no big picture. That's fine.
There anything we supposed to know when we get there?
Is that a question
Nah.
for me or the park?
Well, on the paper that was with the lamp, it just had this Morse code for what we just did. And I'm guessing that's all that was on that sheet.
Okay, I leave Maul nearby.
So you pull up alongside the Sea Ghost. Are you making any attempt to hide your approach?
Tied the what?
Your approach.
I would expect not. It would look kind of suspicious if we were.
Yeah, I think it would just be to pretend we're the new the newbies and doing our first run.
We're dead.
Maybe.
Hey, don't be a dick.
And think, if we die, we can just forget the code and be evil.
Go meet the hag again.
Nothing like hag time.
Get me a little hag action, baby.
That did not sound right.
I think you have too much hag
Yeah,
action.
it sounded better in my head.
Imagine it did.
Man, feel free to say that when King is here and get his reaction, because it would be a lot more of that, oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness. Me not gonna say anything.
Rot got smart. Rot got know when to not talk.
Be quiet, smarts. Big brain.
As you get up to the side of the ship, a ladder is lowered down, and a crew member looks over and goes, who the fuck are you?
We're all gonna be quiet. We knew.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, didn't they tell you? The last people were supposed to tell you that we're the newbies.
Okay, let's get...
Deception?
Yes. DC on this is 14.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
I mean, Sherlock got it for you, so...
Yeah, Sherlock got it. So
Okay, no save.
listen, Rotgut's not overly convincing,
Not
but
right.
you know, Sherlock bats his eyes a little bit, and they're just like, you know what? Sounds about right.
Alright, so you climb aboard the main deck, and though the light is dim at best, you can see details of the ship's main deck. In the center, there is a forward of the mast, a jolly boat, lashed to the deck with ropes. Aft of the mast is a hatch to the below decks area and a rope ladder climbing to the crow's nest above. Two human figures lean against the rail mid-deck, staring toward the coast. Between them at the deck level is a roll of canvas or rope. To the fore and aft, below the upper decks, stand vague outlines of doors. You can also see ladders that lead to upper decks. The aft one on the port side and the forward one on the starboard side. Any questions on those wordings?
So far, no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, great.
What I missed.
What did you bring us?
I got fish sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah,
What a
that's
game.
not really payment. You got the money or not, huh?
I got like 43 gold on me right now. What are we buying?
Should someone want to catch King up on what we missed or what he missed?
we caught a ton of fish. We sold it. We waited. We got the Morse code. They said, come approach the ship. I bullshitted beautifully, and they think we're the newbies.
Oh.
I hand him a bag with The copper's on the bottom, the silver's in the middle, and all the gold on top. So
I don't
it's
want
like
your
32
money,
copper,
you big
13.
dunce. I want, the money for the shipment, right? So where's the payment?
Oh, okay.
Well, there was a problem. They couldn't get the items sold at that time for this pickup because there's some people wandering around the market, and it was too risky. So they wanted to make sure that we knew where to arrive to meet you. So payment's coming.
Made a big lot.
Okay, so you didn't bring the money, right? And I'm guessing you also don't have our shipment?
Hey, there's a lot of gears in motion. We're just this end. They told us get in the boat and then come and meet you. So I'd love to give you answers. I just don't know anything.
Well, the clients aren't going to be really happy to hear that you don't have either the payment or the shipment. Especially not going to be happy about the shipment not being here.
Told you not good.
Was the shipment? I'm whispering over to Sherlock. Do you think the shipment could have been all those boats and all the stolen goods from the townspeople or something?
Yeah, that we don't have with us. Again, we just received word to head on out here. They didn't say anything about the payment arriving at a certain time or where the items were. We're confused, just like you.
So you're telling me, right? Let me make sure I got this straight. You're telling me
Okay.
that Sambalay sent you out here with nothing and no new information whatsoever.
I know, not the best time being the first newbie on the job and receiving that, but yeah.
I mean,
that's
not to
what
mention
happened.
that we've had to sit here all day.
Well, we're sorry, but
Nope. You know what? That's not good enough. You get to go talk to the captain. Come on. What's up, Harv?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and take as kind of mental notes of everything going on, as much information as I keep, whatever I can find out, like names and so forth. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes.
All right. Come on. You're going up to see the captain. Let's go. And he will lead you towards the aft of the ship. Up the ladder.
Huh.
Should be able to see the...
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
yes.
And standing there is...
Oh, why am I in the front? I don't want to be in the front.
Doesn't matter where you are. Who looks and goes, okay, so this seems strange. Why aren't we unloading things?
Well, first, hi. We're the newbies, and I don't know. I'm vague on some details, but I was just told that the money was not able to be acquired at this time, nor was the shipment for the items, but they still wanted us to come out and meet with you.
Okay, well that seems a little pointless if I'm being honest. We got a schedule to keep here, so they have a plan for finding the shipment.
All great questions, and I was not given any information, so I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
What even is the shipment?
Wait, you're the new guys and you don't know what we're dealing with here?
I have a
I don't know
very
much of
poor
anything.
memory.
People.
I don't know much of anything.
I don't know either, but I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. So
All right, you know what? I need performance checks across the board.
Oh, fucking hell. Before
You know,
we,
you know what? You know what? I'm going to also throw a hero point on top of that for 15.
Okay.
I guess
Like-
we're
or
look
like,
at our little fucking
remember-
acting troop, apparently.
Knew I shouldn't have gotten
We
Paul
are
Semblé.
the-
He always picks up the biggest idiots possible. All right, look. Here's how it works. Okay, you guys are supposed to bring weapons here, right? Or goods that we can then sell somewhere else. That, you know, Pilford or whatever. And we sell them, and we get weapons, and then we take them to the lizard folk, and we sell them the weapons. That's the whole scheme, right? That's how it works. But then you show up here, and you don't have money, you don't have a shipment, there's no weapons, there's nothing for us to sell. I don't understand.
Not our fault. He didn't send us with the weapons. He a moron.
Yeah, you got that fucking right. All right, well, I guess it was nice to meet you. You can call me Sigurd Snake Eyes, and go back and tell Sam Belay that this shit can't happen, okay?
okay, we got you.
okay.
Shuffleboard.
Okay,
What's with
bye.
you and shuffleboard?
Now, not to be extremely rude or anything, but get the fuck off my ship.
I agree. Okay.
Let's get the fuck off his ship.
All right. Where's our boat?
There you go back there.
Can I look down below and see what's down below?
You cannot.
That's
Everything's
what's-
covered in hatches and not lit up very well. It's kind of the middle of the night, so sorry. No.
Okay, how many bandits are on this boat? Can I take
You
a
have
look at that?
seen. You have seen 7 people aboard the vessel so far.
We could take them.
Yeah, we could probably take him. But I mean, we now know what the shipment is. It's a shipment of weapons to be sold to the lizard folk.
You
Yeah.
know what? Let's get insight checks across the board.
Ooh.
Dice are
Yeah,
on fire today.
Jeez, Rockcut.
Okay, so Ziggy and Rockgut, you get the sense
Rocket's not
that...
gonna.
Go ahead.
I was saying his gears are turning today.
You weren't
Tell
today.
me about
Rockgut and Ziggy, you get the sense that, yes, you could go back to the council and tell them, okay, we know what they're smuggling, but they're probably going to send you back out here to deal with it. Right?
So we should probably just deal with them now.
Hang on a second.
If I get 1
Guys.
second where they have their backs turned from me, I'm going for it. I'm
Rockcut,
going for it.
wait, hang on a minute. I gotta ask you guys. Did they weigh anchor?
Not yet. They're waiting for you to get the fuck off their ship.
Hey, Rockcut, you see that over there? I point towards what I think is the anchor mechanism.
It is the capstan indeed.
Can you go drop anchor? Because depending on how you guys want to do this, we might want to deal with
They
this
are
now or the
currently
council.
anchored. They are anchored.
Oh, they're
They are
anchored?
currently anchored.
Yes.
So
Yep.
they're not
Right, they're
going to
anchored.
move.
Means that there's no escape. There's no fleeing right now. I mean, we could in fact just fuck them up if we so desired. We could attack now.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
you guys are having this conversation over on the railing like you're gonna get on the ladder to go down to the dinghy, and not
Yeah, like
upset
we're-
Yeah,
the
of
captain.
course.
But I don't want to keep moving tokens around, so I'm gonna leave you there for now.
Yeah. And let's see, 30 feet pretty much covered. I don't know if this is at what's 30 feet? Would 30 feet like be this? 30 feet within Douglas.
Shifting wall for the railing. That side. Okay, better.
Okay.
Can I get that little aura thingy that Douglas had in Western for this Douglas?
You'll have to show me precedent before I give you an aura.
I'm trying to remember
Like
what
that?
30. I'm trying. I don't know if that's actually 30 feet because you know the infused strike reaction says 30 feet within my dragon, so pretty much the entire top of this ship almost
Oh,
would be his range. Or if I remember correctly, the radius thing and the line work differently.
Is Pugta nearby, or is there a wall in between us?
so there's see like the staircases up here. These represent ladders that go up to the.
Oh,
upper
okay.
portions,
That's up on top.
right. You guys are technically down here, right? But I don't want to keep flip flopping maps.
Gotcha.
So
How far is it above my head?
Remind me of your height.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just a little bit above 7 foot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think I'm just a little taller than 7 foot, like 7'3", something like that.
Okay. Let's see, 8 feet. So a little bit over your head, at least a foot.
Okay, I'll go down and get on the dinghy.
Okay.
So are we fighting or are we not fighting?
I think it's a bad idea. I
I'm
got a
ready.
bad vibe.
Okay.
if we stay, wait a minute. If
We
they
can
don't, do
always
they have
return.
cannons?
We can always return later.
Do they have
Well,
cannons?
and if we return later, we could also have swords or some goods with us, so it'll at least be more on friendlier terms.
And we're already on friendly terms.
No, they're a little agitated at us.
I mean, we can get them to lower their guard. If we were to like kill some fuckers and take their weapons, we could just rock up with some stolen weapons and whatnot. Like we can,
It's-
yeah. We have the option to come back later.
Okay,
do.
so the plan is to leave now, tell the council, let them nag for a second, depending on if they want to bring the king and stuff involved, and maybe find some bandits to take out and bring those as stolen weapons for a cover.
Yeah, and once we get once we get back, if we're feeling good about our odds, then we could cap these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet. I do.
All right. Just because we just scoped the area out. This was a scope out. We'll come back.
Yeah, just
Right.
just us scoping it out.
Because I am tempted just to put one between his eyes now and get it over with. At the same time, I only have one health potion of healing.
Yeah, we'll bide our time.
Alright.
And we just see those few men. So who knows what's further down?
All right.
Based on previous encounters, these ships can hold quite the crew.
What if we just get our
Yeah.
own crew and do a takeover?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. We don't have the people for that. All right.
We'll figure it out.
I'm hopping down onto the dinghy.
I'll go next.
Yeah, I'll hop on as well.
So it takes you an hour to get back to Saltmarsh. And we're going to go see the council? Yes?
Yeah, best to get it over with now.
Yep.
It is very, very late. The council's probably not.
But then we will meet tomorrow.
Have to wait till tomorrow.
So,
All right.
I will go.
I mean, in the meantime, we can go have a couple drinks at the bar.
Do you want to go to the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go have a couple drinks.
I gotta
while we wait for-
restock up. I gotta
Fish
restock
and
up on some
chips.
copper anyway.
Horwig needs his liquor, god damn it. It goes well with shuffleboard, don't you know?
Need my fish.
I will make sure shuffleboard never exists if this keeps up. I'll find a way.
Ah, shuffleboard.
Okay.
I need more copper.
Tavern! So we're going to drink at the Wicker Goat.
That is
Yep.
correct.
Yeah. I forgot what my tolerance level was.
Well, you're supposed to write it down.
I think it was like 4 or 5 or something. I'm gonna say it was 4. Alright, I'm gonna go get blackout drunk. Oh my god, this room is a mess.
Ah, welcome back, young man who eats so much. Tell me, how did you appreciate your tuna fish sandwiches?
It was good. Made belly hurt, but good. Can I have fish and chips today?
Certainly, certainly. We have a nice battered barb fish today.
Mmm, sound very good. And drink.
Ah, yes, of course. A silver piece for the drink and 4 copper for the food.
I get a surf and turf.
Sure, that
Okay.
will be a silver piece.
I hand over
I
a gold
slide him
piece.
3.
Comes with nice chunk of hogfish and some great quality steak. The fish is battered in definitely a house-made beer batter. Very
Ooh.
thick, very fresh, very hot. Nice flaky, juicy texturing. And it's served with a side of fried potatoes in little stick forms.
God, I love fried potatoes.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? The existence of mayonnaise and stuff is here, so they make a house tartar sauce as well.
Ooh.
Oh, that's always good.
It's fairly heavy on the dill, which makes it delicious.
Yummy.
Let me be honest, I'm not really that fan of a deal.
Could I get a bit of that fish? And some wine to pair with it?
Need a silver piece for the goblet of wine and 4 copper for the fish.
He's gonna hand over silver and
no.
copper.
No. You gave your money to someone.
He hands over a silver and the copper.
Who did he hand his money off to?
You,
What?
Ziggy.
He didn't actually give his money to anyone. You
He
talked
didn't give his
about
money to
him
anyone.
taking his money.
He talked about
but
it,
he
Ziggy
never
going to take money, but
actually
nobody
gave up
fucking
his
took
money.
it from him.
Nobody actually took his money. So he's
No one
still in
took off
charge
the
of
old
his
man's
coin
pocket
purse.
chain.
Oh, Ziggy,
I never-
you're lucky. You got off that hook.
Yeah.
What?
Like, you're like, yes, the old man's fine. So you fucking see him handing over money to this guy.
Yeah, so the thing about that is I will probably actually do that, but not right.
Oh, good luck if you do.
Also, I just realized, we've never rolled for Horwig to see what his tolerance is. As far as
Roll for
alcohol
it.
goes.
How much does he drink?
This man is an eccentric gnome wizard. This man has forgot what the taste of water was 450 years ago.
He's a
Okay,
fish.
Roll a d12.
A solid 9.
There you go.
Nice.
So you are all served your steaming hot food. Ziggy has this big platter with a decent-sized chunk of beef on it, and then some cooked fish as well. Also comes with potatoes, but those are mashed.
I'll have the same thing. And here's the copper and silver.
It's a silver for the surf turf. Then depending on
Okay,
what you
so
want to
2
drink,
silver.
those prices vary. Ale is 4 copper, wine is a silver.
Yeah, so the copper and the silver for.
And rock gut, you get nice big breaded fish chunks with tartar and fries.
Is it okay if it sounds really good in real life?
It does sound really good in real life. I'll always go for
Yeah.
fresh.
I knew I should have gotten the fish today.
Man, I'm hungry now.
Delicious in dungeon. Anyway,
Oh god, that's a great anime too.
it's
It really
fantastic.
It's a really good anime.
Yeah, I like it.
What? What
What's
anime?
it? I can't remember exactly what it's called.
It's
It's on
literally
Netflix.
called Delicious in Dungeon. It's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah, it's
Oh, God.
Oh.
Its Japanese name is Dungeon Meski, but it's called literally.
Yeah,
it's just-
that dungeon where they eat
Yeah, eat everything.
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 I saw a random clip one time and I was like, oh wow,
It's-
they're
it's-
eating like living amoebas.
It's
They're
pretty good.
eating amoebas or something.
It's
That was the
honestly-
Should've
thing
ate
within the. Those were things inside living armor, which was fucking funny as hell.
And weird.
Very, very weird.
I like it.
Makes you wonder.
It explains a lot of
Makes
shit.
you wonder.
That's
makes you
the best
wonder,
part.
Like where do you think half the food in like Dungeons and Dragons would actually come from? Not the fish, not really.
I mean,
It would come from the
monsters.
monsters in the dungeons. Yeah, like
Most of it,
That's
what
what
I
I
would
mean.
assume would be
Towns and
dried
things
meats.
usually have farms nearby, right?
Hey,
Larger
just think for a
cities have
second.
larger production farms that would make wheat that used for bread and barley and stuff like that for ales and whatnot. You got corn is a thing, potatoes are a thing. You've got your herbs, and you've also got livestock. Like there are goats and cows and chickens and pigs.
I think for a second, how delicious would a minotaur be?
I mean, dragon meat is considered a delicacy.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the dragon
but
gets really pissed off when you eat it.
Yeah, and
And they can
Dead
kill
dragon
everything.
doesn't happen. Dead dragon doesn't happen to
But there
happen
are
every
also
day.
things that you should not eat.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies, mummies.
Yeah.
Things that
Just
are
because you
dead.
can.
Aberrations,
because your teeth can sink don't mean
specifically,
you should.
there is a wisdom save involved with eating an aberration that could cause serious harm to you.
Wait a minute, why is that even a save in the first place? Who thought of that? Who ate an apparition?
I
You'd
actually
be
just had
surprised if
somebody
you get
eat an
hungry enough.
aberration yesterday, so it's
King-
happened. It's happened at
What?
2 separate tables for me. So
King, it's kind of
Okay.
asking why are there warning labels that are like on a toaster, don't toast in water. Someone has done that, so it will happen.
let's get maybe some inter-party roleplay or some interaction with some folks at the tavern. What do we want to do?
I lost everybody's token again.
How do you lose the
Wait.
pearl right here?
I have no idea, and I'm not anywhere on the board.
Why?
No,
Sad.
That is
I don't know. I did
strange.
something.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can see you on my map, but I can't see you on the player map. And I know you're on the right layer. Oh, nope, you're gone.
Rocket,
He's
stop ascending.
Rod,
keep
guys,
telling
him
to stop
get back
ascending.
here. Stop
Okay,
going
thank you
guys.
guys.
the primordial plane, Rotgut.
What? See,
Oh,
this is why I keep telling you guys that Rocket keeps opening his third eye.
That's why I keep doing such great saving rolls.
We gotta put like a ban on him doing like this whole ascending thing.
I don't even know how the hell I did it. I think I hit a button or something.
Yeah, for some reason your token got deleted. I don't know what happened. But we're back.
Uh, excuse me. Do you have a private room where we might talk?
I mean, you could make use of the general seating, the big party room over there. It doesn't have a door,
Okay.
but it's got walls and they're pretty thick.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can we go in the
Rock
back
that.
room and talk?
Tell you what, you pay me
uh,
a gold piece and I'll make sure nobody bugs you. Yeah, a gold piece.
I give him a gold piece. I'm a sucker.
You really are.
Did you disappear again?
I know what I
Yeah.
did.
Rocket!
Rocket goes to give the man a gold piece and then disappears. The man is left terrified.
what did you do, Harvey?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. He likes to ascend.
I
into the
hit
attic
one of the
every
buttons when I
now
was
and then.
trying to give him a gold piece. I hit the wrong button.
So you guys have rented out essentially a big conference room.
Thank you.
It's like a private
Okay,
dining
yeah.
chamber. I'm just gonna move Rocket because he seems to keep disappearing on me and I don't like it.
Not
The
Rod.
token has gained sentience and knows when it's being watched.
Apparently.
It
Just
understands
pound on
not
buttons.
be.
Mash the buttons.
Don't mash the buttons. Horwig. Horwig, are you gonna join
Yeah.
in? Or are you gonna sit at the
Yeah,
front?
Horwig's gonna join him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a good story, Riley. I'm just a
I
little
know.
out of it.
I'm just gonna try and keep you on it. Can you make the next half hour? You got this?
Yeah, I got this.
Real
Listen,
close.
if you hear snoring, just mute me.
Oh no, I'll straight up kick you.
What did you work last night? Midnight?
Here's what I did. I woke up yesterday, 2:00, got ready, left for work at 7, worked an 11-hour shift, got home at 6, did not sleep, and 8 o'clock left here. Drove an hour and a half down to see my father, spent 2 hours with him, then drove another hour and a half back home, and hopped on and played D&D. It is now 6. I have been awake for, let's see,
A long
28
time.
hours. 28
That
hours.
explains the whole thing. Oh my god.
I'm having a good fucking nap in like a half hour when D&D's over.
A nap? Man, you're gonna pass out for.
You're gonna fall
Like,
into
the
a
rest of the
fucking
day.
coma and wake up tomorrow night.
Fine. If I literally, if I hear snoring, I'm just gonna disconnect you from the chat. So
I'll just head into bed.
Riley's a cunt.
true. Anyway,
We need to get a plan together for the next time we go on the boat. Because I was ready when we got there.
I could literally just shoot them from afar. It worked that last boat.
Do we not know how many people on that boat, though? Remember, last one, lots of people. I have a feeling they had people in the below deck.
and this boat was a little bit smaller
Not
than
happy.
the galley you faced, but yeah.
You never know. I'm assuming there was people down there, prisoners, and then probably guards and shit all down there cramped in.
Probably.
But that would be, if we did take a boat, try and take a boat, that would be the boat to try and take, because it didn't seem like there was definitely not as many.
Moving on, we have rented out the private room, well, somewhat private room, and paid the barkeep to keep them out of it. What do we want to talk about?
What we gonna tell the people we gotta talk to about this?
Well, I was assuming we were going to tell them exactly what happened. That we found out what was being smuggled was, the goods from the common people, using that as payment to buy weapons that are going to be sold to, the lizardmen.
Weapons to lizardmen, not good thing. Not good
Right.
thing.
Yeah, it's not very,
And-
very not good. We should. So here's the plan, at least as I understand it. We are. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yes, as far as I remember,
Shuffleboard.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
shuffleboard. No, wait. We talked with the council about the shuffleboard pirate. No, what? Where am I? Yes, no. We talked with the council. We find someone with swords. We kill them. Then we come back to the pirates, the smugglers with the swords as cover, and probably maybe hopefully some backup. And then we kill everybody and take another boat.
We should ask for a fake shipment so we can look like we bring shipment to them, so they think we got it right this time.
Yes.
And when they're distracted,
And-
boom! I
Did
used it
anyone
once.
get that? Because I didn't, and I fucking said it.
You said we make a fake shipment, and then we assault them after we get
Yeah,
the
fake
guard
shipment,
down.
And when they let the guard down, we smack them right in their fucking butt. We kick their asses.
And we should also ask Wrath to come along.
Oh yeah. We gotta have bag of fake gold too, to show them.
What if we got a bag of copper and painted them gold?
Oh, good idea. You smart. And I point at my forehead. You smart man.
I mean, to be fair, you just need to bring them anything of value that they can then go sell to get the
And we
weapons.
could just get.
Or you can
junk,
bring them
yeah,
weapons directly, right?
But I think
Yeah.
honestly, my character thinks the weapons, cheap weapons, would probably be the easiest to get our hands on. Put them in boxes, I guess, of crates of some type, and then bring that. I mean, I definitely don't want to be bringing them decent, usable weapons. We just
like a
want
bunch of-
something for show.
Yeah, just bring him like a bunch of fucking short swords or some shit.
Yeah, that's exactly my thought. I think we got a plan. I think it's a good one. But
Yeah, and I think we just need that extra hand that's a little bit stronger than us, like Wrath, and then it should hopefully play out kind of like how the underneath the house did.
by the way, I want to be keeping a kind of lookout on what's going on behind us. I don't want anybody sneaking up and listening in.
Nope, nobody's taking a listen. Everybody seems to be minding their own business, drinking and eating.
The kind of bar I like.
Yep.
So apparently these ships come every night, or is it every other night?
And it seemed like they were here last night.
Okay, that's
So I
what
would
I was.
say
I wasn't
every
sure if
night.
it was just every other night. We got to talk to him before we go back out. Obviously. Okay, so I'm talking out loud. Sorry. We'll speak to the council. Get some cheap weapons.
I mean,
Put
worst
'em in
case
boxes and
scenario.
go.
Worst case scenario. Even if we need to get some cheap, shitty weapons, it shouldn't be too hard, all things considered. I mean, thinking about it,
even if they're used.
yeah. Can we think about it? Like, there's bound to be some gaggle of bandits or bastards or something around here. Some group of ill intent that we could just rock up, slaughter, and then collect the weapons off of.
I mean, there's
Agreed.
pirates.
Yeah, like we could probably find some pirates or something, engage them, take them out.
We might even
take the
be able
weapons.
to talk to our boss.
Exactly. Because we're pirates, but we're not bad pirates. We probably talk to our boss, see about potentially
We have
taking down
standards.
some scoundrels, or perhaps even some men of the king's fleet. I mean, we could see about like robbing a merchant ship, actually. Take some of that gold because they'll probably be shipping some interesting things. We could take some goods from them, or maybe some gold, and use that as the decoy.
Yeah, and the king doesn't need it.
Fuck the king. Hey, wait, we're privateers. We work for the king.
No, we don't. We don't. We hate the king.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck the king.
King's not my type.
Well,
Make
he
a
is a
good point.
guy. Well, assuming
is a
he's a
guy.
guy.
All right,
Anything else
so
to say?
I don't know. You guys could discuss maybe how you intend to track down a king's vessel.
So, yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be hard.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
who's this?
It shouldn't be that hard. After all, ships are everywhere. We just need to find one flying the right colors. The captain probably
but-
knows a thing or two. Or
But
we
how
could break
long-
it. Or what if we break into the dockmaster's office and look at his ledger, see what ships are showing up when.
That good idea. I like that idea too.
The second one would work. We just find when the next shipment would be come in and get it out at sea and not in port.
Might want to find out where the lizard men are too, so we could take care of them.
Yeah.
I feel like if we first take out their supplier for weapons, That'll make it easier for us in the long run. That way, when we encounter them, they're not all of a sudden rocking up with cannons.
Bro. Great tree. You smart. I pat him on the head. Smart man. Glad
Got
you
a
here.
good point, Bagel.
Okay, well, it's like 2 in the morning. If you want to do anything tonight, I suppose we could.
I'm waiting on the council at this point. I feel like we're waiting on the council at this point.
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, it's probably
Alright.
time we get back to the ship and get to bed. Get
Yeah,
up early.
we've had our dinner, we've had our drinks, we've had our discussion. It is in fact time to go back to the ship and have a nice nap.
I completely agree with that.
Okay.
Ding.
Wadoo! Back to the ship.
Should we bring this up with Mad Eye?
I mean, you mean the captain? Yeah.
Yeah,
we should.
tomorrow?
Yeah, it can wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, this feels like a tomorrow thing.
Yeah, let's go to sleep.
Don't forget to give our half to the to what's his pilgrim.
Half of what?
Well, half of the fishing.
You already did.
That is correct.
We already did.
Okay.
Oh, we already did that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the
we
money.
already did
Yeah, the
that.
money we pocketed was our share.
Okay, you can gain the benefits of a long rest. I don't think anyone necessarily needs it, but you can push the button.
Yes, I love pushing buttons.
We love pushing
That's
the
it.
long wrist button.
I will
Makes-
mash buttons.
Makes me feel better.
Every time I press that button, I feel further away from the jaws of death.
I like playing with my buttons.
Careful, not to play with the buttons too much, or they
You
will stop working.
Perverts! I was talking about my keyboard.
Yeah, and I'm being
Sure.
honest. You gotta be careful on how you push the
Sure.
buttons, because one day, if you press it too much or too rough, it will stop working.
They say if you
Well,
press
my-
buttons too much, you can go blind. I don't know. It's never happened
No.
to me yet.
I was wondering why I
said
have
not-
glasses.
He says, adjusting his massive fucking glasses.
My computer actually straight up stopped working because its button, I think, got stuck on the sticky key. I don't even know how.
It happens.
What are you using? A laptop?
No, remember it was a HP. No, it was a Dell. I think it was. Yeah, it was a Dell
just wanna-
laptop.
Might be. Oh, okay. It was Dell laptop.
Yeah,
You
it
might have
was
to
a
clean
Dell-
out your keyboard. Might need to be
That was an-
cleaned.
I've been got a new laptop since then.
Oh, well then you're good now.
Yeah,
I
no problem.
gotta do
I also-
laptop.
It's not that. It's not that new. It
Just
works.
teasing.
for what I
Just
need.
teasing.
Rah.
Alrighty. So, a new day is dawned. What are we doing?
I'm going to the tavern to tell the council.
Well, should we let the captain know before we leave? Because remember,
Yeah.
we want to take the wrath with us, and I'm assuming we're going to need the captain's okay to take him with us tonight.
Oh yeah, I think I might want to ask the captain if he knows the Snake Eyes guy by any chance.
And we're on the ship too, so it's just less commuting.
Yeah, the sea ghost.
Do you guys, you know what? On one hand, I wonder, do you guys think we could like take over their ship at the end and just add it to our fleet?
That's what I was thinking already.
Awesome.
We are making a
And
lovely little
we
fleet.
want to find out a little more about the fiery revenge if we can. That's the big one. That's the galley.
Yeah. I don't think we actually. I killed their captain. Remember?
So that just automatically means in the next few days they can't possibly promote a new captain, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
it's not. I'm not saying it'll take them out forever. I'm just saying it'll take a while for them to like fix their hierarchy.
well,
That's a
remember
feat
what-
to take over that galley. That will be a feat.
Well, it'll also be
Cause I'm-
easier if we have two ships to double.
Ding ding.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking too. It'd be nice and easy with two ships, better than with the
Wait.
dinghy and maybe
Wait,
another
you guys.
one.
Hang on a minute. But based on the look of it, did Snake Eyes' ship look bigger than our own?
No. Possibly a little bit smaller.
Ah, I was about to say maybe we take over their ship instead and just have a bigger ship.
Hey,
I mean, hey, a second
two
ship in
ships
the
is always better than one.
Exactly.
All right. Off to the captain then.
Sounds good
off
to me.
to the captain.
Off to the captain.
All right, I'm gonna knock on the door then. Knock, knock, knock.
Oops. There we go.
Hello.
How are you faring as part of the crew now?
I like shuffleboard.
Still have no idea what that is.
He
Where
filled
am I?
in perfectly, Captain. He's good. He helped. Lots. Fits right in.
Wonderful. So, what'll it be, boys?
Got a couple questions for you if you don't mind. You got time?
I got a few minutes to spare.
Okay. Go at it.
Do you know there's a pirate by the name of Snake Eyes?
Plenty of pirates and smugglers around these parts. We don't necessarily all know each other.
Well, we found out what smugglers were smuggling. It's like they were taking the common goods and whatnot from the people of Saltmarsh, some weapons probably here and there, and selling them to another group of smugglers who come in with, like, I believe are better weapons and hand them off to the lizardmen that are in the water.
Seems like a pretty well thought out scheme, then. Hard to trace.
Not good armored lizard men. They attack town. Eventually. They get bold.
Probably. Haven't had much problem with the lizard folk as of late, though. Does
We
seem
actually
strange
did
that
have-
they're arming themselves like that.
Who could
That
they
reminds me,
want to
didn't we have,
fight?
like, didn't we have a run-in with the lizardmen the day we came back with the dinghy?
Yeah, five. We
yes.
fought 5 of them.
There's a
Yeah. They were using clubs and whatnot. That's actually where we got half a bit of our extra loot from.
Well, I doubt they're happy about you disrupting their source, right?
Thankfully, they probably don't know it was us. I mean, the smugglers don't know it was us who are disrupting the source. The lizardmen, we did drop their bodies back into the water, so that might be a problem later for
I mean,
us.
We did.
we killed literally everybody.
Yeah, we killed them all.
Yeah.
It'll just depend if the bodies ever surface. There could be some munchy things down in there that'll eat the bodies.
Definitely. We got rid of the evidence.
Certainly.
Now all we gotta do is just tell the council about this. Probably depends on what they want us to do afterwards. Since it's basically a weapon smuggling ring.
Yeah, sounds like it.
We need some help on this one. Can you lend us the raft?
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Ooh. Persuasion. Ooh.
Horwig is going to look at you, Justin. He's going to look at you and mutter. Time unwound. Change. He's going to mutter something as he's going to use a chronal shift to let you re-roll.
Oh, that is spiffy.
Do we all do a persuasion check
Oh.
or just one person?
I mean, I intended it for it to be Rock Gut, but then Sherlock rolled, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
I rolled a
I thought it was
12.
going to be.
Tick and talk, shift the clock. As you accidentally almost say something, but it seems like time itself bends around you, as if you had never said that.
You hear a tick, 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 tick.
So 14 plus the 2 for the hero point.
We said the hero
Right.
point carries.
Okay, wait a second, then we'll.
We
There we
says
go.
the hero
15.
point carries.
Du-du-du.
If time rewinded completely.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we
you
never
technically
had
get the hero
someone-
point back and then spend it again, so...
Hmm.
Yeah, I suppose I could send the Wrath out, but honestly, you can't just keep taking the one, my first mate, off the ship. You know, kind of need her around here.
I'm sorry, but thank you very much, sir.
Of course, it's up to her if she wants to go or not. I'm not a dictator here.
Okay, we ask.
All right then, fellas.
I'm gonna
Anything else you
promise
need
not
from
to
me?
throw up on her.
If you throw up on her, we're never going to ask the Wrath again. Just
I'm gonna promise not
honestly,
to.
honestly, you puke on the Wrath again, the Wrath might just kill you. Not lying, dear. That's gross, man.
Shit.
That's gross.
Let's have Sherlock ask, because Sherlock was great with talking to Wrath.
Okay.
I'd love to, but Horwick's on top of me.
Horwick, get off of him.
Wait a minute. What?
I pick up Horwick.
I was sitting on his shoulders.
I said what I said.
His token was on top of mine, so I couldn't move.
Oh. Kinky.
No, not in this situation.
Once again, Justin and Ryan's characters are shunted into a relationship.
Never.
True love through all worlds.
I'm not gonna lie. Probably if we would have to run our asses away from something quick, that situation may reoccur. Sorry, Grandpa, we're running.
Alright, the Wrath is
Good idea,
on the
jump
top
onto-
deck. keeping an eye on the crew and making sure they're performing their duties. Everyone is working diligently under the Wrath's watchful eye as you approach. Sherlock, she looks at you and gives a questioning grunt.
Well, good morning, Wrath. So we may need your help again because, well, after seeing you at the house and in the basement and how you just magnificently killed those people, we definitely trust you, and we were wondering if you could possibly join us while we board another boat and take care of the other people. And we definitely appreciate any help that you may offer us if you wish.
To specify, the boat is the smuggler boat. Been
Let's
causing
see.
trouble.
Last time you took the Wrath, Raka definitely puked on her, or tried to anyway.
It was an accident.
What other things did she observe?
I give
we
you
will-
30 gold pieces to go with us.
All right, Sherlock, I'll let you make a persuasion check. I have a DC in mind. Let's see if you hit it.
All right.
Ha!
Fuck.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick
You
tock.
want to do another chronal shift? Your last one for the day?
Yep. You hear
Okay.
a tick tock in your ears as time begins to unwind and rewind.
This is
That-
this
that-
is a slightly odd sensation, Sherlock. You say all of these words, and all of a sudden time reverses itself, and they like suck back into you.
You hear yourself speaking in reverse a little as you get a second chance to say this again. Perhaps
Good
maybe
roll.
not using such crass words.
I mean, the words were
Oh.
beautiful. We just need the roll again. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So the Wrath has agreed to go with you, and we will pick up there next time
Why, thank you.
on
Why,
Ghosts
thank you
of
very much,
Saltmarsh,
Wrath.
the pirate life. All right. We did not do anything XP worthy today.
Oh.
We learned how to fish. That was maybe worth some X.
You get money for that,
XP?
not XP. It's one or
We killed fish.
one or t'other, not both.
I'll take the gold.
So our total will stay at 1,132. Ty, I just posted it. It's right there. Do you see it?
Gotcha. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I hate you, Riley.
I
hate
see
you.
it right there.
I hate you.
Anyway, if you've stuck around this long or are watching this after it's been posted, we appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Same time, same place,
Later.
hopefully next week. But if not, keep an eye out. Until then.
bye-bye.
Bye.